Getting some. I was getting some. Getting
Sounds nice.
I was the kind of girl that make your toes pop.
Yes, don't be surprised if Shauna shows up at Summer Jam, Terry.
Whoa.
Really?
You know she's in Ludacris's camp.
Okay.
So it's like she's not on the lineup. She's not on the docket.
Yeah.
But it's one of those situations where Ludacris goes, you may expect Shauna to show up, Terry, where they can do whatever they need to do, on stage.
All right.
Getting some at Summer Jam, huh?
Summer Jam 2006.
That would be very cool.
Yes, they'll be amongst many of the people out there getting some at Summer Jam, which is the reason 90% of the people go anyway.
Oh, absolutely.
Getting some.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Good idea.
Good morning. What other groups have they announced, or people have they announced?
Well, I mean,
have they stopped for a while? Or?
Well, everything, they need to have that cool-off period and then blast people with a couple of more names. I told you they're going to announce Cherish.
Yeah.
Eventually. They haven't done that really officially yet.
What's his name?
They're waiting for a big moment. I don't know what kind of big moment Cherish may provide, but...
sounds like a good enough moment right here.
Right. And the Summer Jam is going to be pretty solid. It already is, and I've hit them so hard over the past years with don't make it summer cram. Give me a lot of good names, but don't overload it so that I have 17 acts to watch and each singing one song. Don't give me summer cram, give me Summer Jam.
Yeah, that's much better.
And now Flowers seems almost to be taking it to the other extreme where he's trying to keep it so limited that I may even have to step in and say, give me a couple more acts.
Right.
Go out and get me Nelly Furtado now.
Nelly Furtado.
I wanted to sing about the promiscuous boy here. She realizes that singing about a bird flying away ain't doing crap for her career.
No kidding.
All right.
Maybe if I get with these rappers and hip-hop people.
I love that song, and I was surprised to find out when I first heard it that was Nelly Furtado.
Oh, yeah. Trying to change it up.
Totally sold out.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
She has.
Because I saw her live, and she's really good live, so maybe we can talk them into getting her. When I first heard the song, I'm thinking, man, that sounds like a Black Eyed Peas-ish song, but I know it's not them.
Right.
But who is that? Who is that singing Promiscuous Boy? It's it's got to be number one in the clubs. Number one in the clubs.
Yeah, when is that starting? When is the countdown starting?
You can expect that over the next couple of months in the summer. As we make our way towards summer.
Good.
Yes, Promiscuous Boy, where is it ranking in the clubs?
I would say number 3.
Number 3 in the clubs.
Quickly moving up.
Quickly moving up. So by this time, like 5 minutes from now, it could be number 1.
It could be. But
that's the beauty of that countdown. I mean, things can be number 1, number 10, then back up to number 1.
Right. It's all about the requests when you go up to the DJ booth.
So you like a countdown when it falls out of number 1, it never goes back.
No, I'm thinking this would be cool. I mean, then, it's less predictable this way.
Wild cardish.
It's wild cardish.
Right. So this is number 3 in the clubs.
Yes.
Number 2 in the clubs?
I would say is...
number 1 in the clubs?
Young Jock.
No, that's number 1 in the clubs. Easily.
Oh, okay. He's coming too, right?
Terry loves a young jock in the clubs.
Well,
Is that true?
I don't know. Is it?
Oh, I'm asking you if you like a young jock in the club.
No.
Terry didn't get it first.
Okay.
No, I don't like a young jock in the club. I haven't been to a club in forever.
But if you went to the club, you'd love a young jock in the club. Yes, Vanity. Yes, what's number 1? What's number 2 in the club?
I would say Little John, Snap Your Fingers.
Terry loves Little John in the club.
I like number 2 in the club.
Yeah.
So does the club, by the way.
Don't let the bouncers catch you. They may want to join in.
Oh, why did we have appetizers? My stomach hurts.
Do they have appetizers at clubs? I need to go.
Stephen, whatever.
Yeah, maybe they don't. And
Trade past appetizers, little coconut shrimp.
Yeah.
Before getting your groove on.
That's what happens when you...
My groove on.
Instead of Stephen taking out a drink on the dance floor and everybody having to tell him to get off, he takes a little coconut shrimp out there while he's grooving.
Yeah, that's what you're dealing with here, Vinny the Pooh. Last time Stephen went to the club, or the only time, he got his groove on.
I can tell. Jeez.
Trouble. Okay. And since we're on the mode of trouble and just this, I don't know what segue I can make and why this is on the top of my mind, but please don't email me with this new lingo of yours, white girl on the chair, where you sign your email white girl on the chair, WGOTC.
No, you
checking.
Yeah, you might want to stop that.
You might want to stop that.
Seriously.
I don't have to be sitting at home, checking my email, and seeing an email sign, WGOTC.
Watched.
Okay.
Okay.
It worked for the GTIG.
Yeah.
It did wonders for the GTIG. It's got a-
GPO.
maybe it'll catch on for me. I'm the
GPO.
WGOTC.
OMJ.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. He's going to keep going if you don't just shut him down
I
now.
had to just nip it in the bud before I forgot. I got another one later today. I had to make sure, even though I had no segue to be found,
Right.
to make that clear. I don't want to see another email signed WGOTC.
I just won't email you.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't have to get to that extreme. I don't mean for you to take it personally. I'm just not ready to accept the WDOT. Oh, never mind.
Just STFU.
Yes. Please. All right. Glad we straightened that out.
Yo, what's up? This is
American Idol, Taylor Hicks is America's hottest bachelor, according to People magazine, out on Friday.
Right, sure.
Taylor is
There's no one
looking-
else out there that I can think of
Right.
as far as America's most eligible bachelor. I'm completely blank. If it's not Taylor Hicks, who the hell can it be? I just can't believe that Clay Aiken was outseated so quickly, just taken out of that spot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Yesterday's news. Sorry, Clay.
American Idol, Taylor Hicks is America's hottest bachelor, according
Hottest
to People
bachelor.
magazine, out
Yeah.
on Friday.
That is an embarrassing state of affairs for this country. He is America's hottest bachelor.
All right, the terrorists win.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor is looking. In fact, People set up an email for a mystery woman Taylor made eye contact with on a plane recently.
Oh, jeez.
He said their eyes met, and it was like a movie.
Yes, okay, we get it. Taylor's not gay. This is obviously a PR move to try to counter all those reports that he's a homosexual. So now as people are coming out with, well, actually, Taylor saw some woman on a plane that he was very enamored with and just never went up to her, and now he's regretting it. You know, if he doesn't go up to her now that he's just won American Idol, when will he ever have the guts to walk up to a woman?
Right.
They're stuck on a plane for at least, what, a couple of hours
At
minimum,
least, yeah.
and he doesn't have the guts to go up to her? He just won American Idol?
Right.
So he has to put out an ad? No, the ads like that are put out for some cracker who's driving down the highway looking for some white trash woman he saw in a pickup.
Right.
I saw you win.
Right.
Do you have her number or no?
Do I go to the pickup? Yeah. I've been looking for it myself.
But you do have her license plate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently
Taylor.
it was some blonde.
Some blonde on the plane?
A blonde.
And he
yeah.
just sat there. Did she look at my direction? Oh, jeez, no.
No, he says they
Look at her eat the peanuts. Oh.
they actually waved and did a double take.
Uh-huh.
Well, if that's the case, I agree with you. Yeah,
I'm
get
Taylor
up off
frickin'
the-
Hicks! This is my moment!
I'm the man.
For this moment in time, I own the world. Billions of people voted and voted for me.
Right. I mean,
Now give me Air Skull.
Everybody on the plane should have been doing that.
Everybody runs over to him. Every man, woman, and child. on the plane.
Whatever. Are you buying this crap that he's looking for some blonde he saw on a plane and didn't have the guts to go up to? Or is this just interesting timing, considering all those reports post the American Idol championship crowning that he is a gay man?
He doesn't seem like one of them, though.
Jeez.
What do they seem like?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, Clay seems more gay than this guy, wouldn't you say?
I don't know. I don't really know much about this guy. I don't know, really. I barely know what he looks like.
He's
all
the
I
Soul
know,
Patrol, man.
All I know is that after American Idol was completed, the obligatory Taylor Hicks is gay story started to surface. So that's all I need to know when I try to figure out why they're coming out with this story that in People magazine he has this open little call out to this blonde on the plane. Stupid.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to know some other bachelors that people have deemed...
The hottest.
Yeah. Bachelor.
That all took the back seat to Taylor Hicks?
Yes, they did.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Matthew McConaughey.
Gay.
Oh,
That's it.
stop it.
Yes.
Nick
Gay.
Lachey.
Nick LeGay.
Yeah.
Right.
Jake
Gay.
Gyllenhaal. Oh, jeez. Jake Gyllenhaal.
Beyond gay.
Kenny Chesney.
Super gay.
Oh, super gay.
Ryan Seacrest.
Bonus
Ultra gay.
The ultimate in gayness.
Owen Wilson.
A retro gay.
Jamie Foxx. Don't even go there.
A black gay.
Not even.
That's the one you're going to fight me on because he's a
No, I said on Matthew
African-American.
McConaughey. On Matthew McConaughey, I said don't do I
didn't
fought for
hear
that one.
Oh, she fought on that one?
Yeah, I said, no,
All right.
come on.
All right.
Everybody else,
Because you
okay.
think he's black.
Who? Matthew McConaughey?
That's right.
I like him.
Mhm.
I even like Owen Wilson.
A retro again.
Wentworth Miller, who is from Prison Break.
I've never heard of him.
Yeah, he's...
You know who Wentworth Miller is, Stephen?
No. Oh,
I've heard of
Stephen.
Prison Break, but I don't know who he is.
Swagger? Again!
Oh, yeah.
Donald Faison.
John, beyond gay.
Tiger!
Yes.
Hey, T-Man.
Yes, John.
Speaking of what were you saying earlier, right when
Nothing.
you came on, Cher and Baby Bash? You know what? She is not going to have a record for much longer because I think her...
Yes, Cher hasn't put out a record in a while.
But on the line is my girlfriend. Can you say hello to her, T-Man?
Well, I know Swagger's on the line. I don't know if you're referring to him. Swagger, you're there,
Hey,
right?
Swagger, please stand by.
At the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you stand by, Swagger.
You have
I
a-
don't know what getting laid is all about.
Oh, jeez, that's right. You're on the boat.
Jackie, say hello to T-Man.
Good morning, T-Man.
Oh, Lord.
Stop it.
Actually sounds like a woman who's got a bit of normalcy to her. It's so peculiar to hear a normal-sounding voice in accompaniment
Well,
with
maybe
John.
because she just crawled out of myself.
Just crawled out of yourself?
What?
Well, maybe I stuck it in her and she just got done crawling out.
So you crawled out of herself, is what you're saying.
Well, I was trying to keep it clean, T-Man.
Oh, okay. Am I saying that she crawled out of yourself? I got you.
That is clean.
Mm-hmm. So,
Keeping it clean and keeping it wild.
are you suggesting? What's this woman's name?
Jackie.
Her name is Jackie.
Are you suggesting that Jackie and you have had relations of a sexual nature, and that Jackie right now is at your place smoking a cigarette to toast the great little episode you just had together? Is that what you're alluding to here, John? Let's ask it point blank. Is that the case?
Yes, it is, baby.
Question. Okay, well, wasn't it just the other day, was it yesterday, you were crying and talking about how, I'm in this big old parking lot and no one's here to help me, save me, and all that? Where was she at the time?
She was actually with her kids.
Jackie,
She's a tramp.
what do you ask you a question?
Yeah, what do you charge?
Why would you forget the fact that you're willing to just even be in the company of this guy? Why would you allow him to say on the air that you two had sex, unless, of course, it's true? And then there's a lot of follow-up questions if that's the case. Can you answer those questions that I've asked so far?
I just woke up, T-Man. I just saw John calling my phone.
Aha, so you're not at John's place.
No, I'm not. He's lying. He stalks me, actually. If you want to
shocker.
be serious.
I'm not stalking
That
you.
doesn't
You're
surprise me.
stalking me, John.
But she answered the phone,
stalking
though.
you.
I just wanted to talk.
You're just next door, and I
You just
brought
wanted to
you
talk to
over here,
T-Man.
girl.
Yeah. All right, well, listen. That clears that up. So she's not in the same, maybe even city as far as we
Right.
know.
She doesn't even like him,
But the
really?
fact that John even knows Jackie to call her, it makes me question Jackie to some regard. Now, Jackie, how does he know you, and how does he have the ability to call you? That says something about you right there, that he has the number, the information. Somewhere along the way, you gave him a means to get in touch with you. How did that ever happen? People go out of their way to make sure they never have to say a word to this man. So what happened?
Because she is my ex-girlfriend, T-Man. I'll admit it. She's my ex-girlfriend. Yeah. No, she's not here right here in my present. She is just down the road, though.
Jackie, let's
She wants to make
okay.
a
Jackie,
deal with
She's
you,
an
baby.
ex-girlfriend of
Jackie,
a minute.
let's deal with these new allegations. Is it possible that you are the ex-girlfriend of John, which would give us the impression that at some point in your life you have had some physical relation with John? Is that the case? Yes or no?
Yes.
Oh my God!
Hold on.
That's disgusting.
Rewind. She said yes, she's his ex-girlfriend?
And she's also
Down the road?
confirmed that at some point they've gotten physical in a sexual variety.
Stop it, Jackie.
Now, Jackie, were you in a comatose state? Were you unable to move your limbs? Give me the reason.
I gave her day drugs. I day raped her ass.
Nice.
That would make
Keep
sense.
it real, John.
All right, well, now you can answer a question that we've long since been curious about John. Does he have a man or woman's genitalia?
Hey, Jackie, be quiet. Be quiet, please.
It's a moment.
Don't tell the whole country.
Oh, jeez.
There is no genitalia, T-Man.
Jackie.
I took her from the backside,
Hold on,
and I made her a real
you know what,
man, not a woman.
John, I need you to be quiet here. I need to speak to Jackie without any interruption. I need to talk to the mind of a human being that was willing consciously
Yeah.
to get physical in a sexual nature with John. What the hell would possess any mind-functioning human being, individual out there to ever do such a thing?
I'm still trying to wrap my mind around that, actually.
Did you find the crumbs on his face charming? Did you find the... What was it about him that allowed you to give yourself to him in some capacity, even if it was a small one? I don't even know if you went the full route and had
I hit
sex.
her from the front and hit her from the back.
I don't know if I would even want to ask that question. Did you go the full route? Did you have sex with John at some point in your life?
I had her screaming, and neighbors called the police.
John, don't answer the question.
Okay, I'll be quiet.
I'm asking Jackie. Jackie, did you ever in your lifetime, be honest with me,
Okay,
did you ever have sexual intercourse with John?
No.
Why did it take
But we
you?
dated.
You dated, and what was the extent of your physical relationship?
Kiss on the cheek.
Oh, well, that's...
There was no kiss on... You know what,
John.
Jackie, you know what? Why are you going to be lying to these cats?
Your
I already hit you.
weird, man.
I already hit... Yeah, I am weird. But you know what? I hit it from the back. I hit it from the front.
Right.
From the side. And what are you doing? You broke it down like that.
Yeah, I mean, Jackie, you just gave us the sense a couple of minutes ago that it was more than that. Now you're saying kiss on the cheek. You gave us every reason to believe that it was more than that.
If I dated him, and
No, I asked if you had gotten physical with him, and physical implies more than a kiss on the cheek. A kiss on the cheek is that would mean I got physical with all my grandmothers all the time.
And also, too, you even asked her to, the allegations were that she was his girlfriend, she confirmed that she was said girlfriend.
Now I think Jackie's backpedaling because she knows how this sounds. She's
Yeah.
getting a little bit concerned about how this is portraying. Jackie, I want the truth. John, I want to hear it from you. What in your mind?
Oh,
what's
yeah,
the?
go to the
I already hit it from the front and the back. You know what it is, though, T-Man?
So you-
She is embarrassed to be on the air. I believe that. Because the whole country's listening.
That's right.
And you know what?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I don't care about all that.
I don't think that... You know what?
geez.
You know what, T-Man?
yeah.
I think she needs to make the deal with you and open up your briefcase.
Let's make a deal, right? You swear on your life, John, like it means anything, that you had sex with this woman?
Hell yeah, she's a effing son of a hottie of a mother effer.
Okay, well, that explains that.
I mean,
nice.
goddamn. I mean, if I could open up the briefcase and who would pop out and grab my nutsack?
All right, everyone be quiet. All right, John, be quiet. Now, Jackie, we know it was more than a kiss on the cheek, but tell me to what extent, honestly, you took your relationship of a physical nature with John. Be honest. I really need to know.
I already told you.
Come on. Did he ever tongue the guy, yes or no? Ugh.
Did I ever what?
Did he ever
Lick
tongue
my butt.
Did he ever? Oh, geez.
John.
Whoa.
Stop it, John. It's a family show.
gross.
Did you ever tongue the guy, yes or no?
Yes.
You did. Okay, now we got more than a kiss on the cheek.
Okay.
Did you ever find yourself horizontal with some clothes off, even if it was a minimal amount or the full amount of clothes, with John, yes or no?
No.
Well, if you tongue the guy, it certainly stands to reason that you could have lied down with him and done more. So where does it go to? I need to know the extent that it goes, Jackie. No more lies.
When you date John, you're putting out. Come on.
Really?
Yeah, I'm putting it out on her.
Okay, John.
How long
You're
were
quite
they,
the man.
How long were you guys boyfriend and girlfriend there, Jackie?
Not long. It was just like a couple months.
Why, Jackie? Why?
Because he made me laugh.
What are you talking about? Made you laugh? Maybe I stuck it in your ass.
Okay, you know,
John, jeez.
can't even air that.
Whoa.
Is our delay on or not? I don't feel like these things are dumping. It's a shame. Gotta put the delay on now. We're a little late this morning.
All right.
John.
That's not the mother of his child or anything like that, is it?
No, I think.
A long while ago. I got the sense this is kind of fresh information.
Fresh,
Yeah.
So she brought John home to meet the parents. Mom, Dad, this is John.
But I just call him John. Because we're close like that. You want to see his kiss?
Oh, jeez. Probably should pull her tongue back in 5 pieces. It's all this teeth he's got going on there.
I mean, you kiss manure. You tongue manure, Terry. You tongue the crap
Stop.
of an aardvark before you decide to do that with John John.
It's at least a toss-up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no. Aardvark, no way. Go aardvark all the
You
way.
go aardvark and you never look back.
That's right.
The aardvark has a nice ass on it.
Jackie.
Boy.
He was funny.
Jeez.
He won me over with his sense of humor. Okay.
Definitely wasn't his physique.
No.
The phrase, there's someone out there for everyone, certainly makes more sense today than ever before.
The T-Man.
New Papa Tom Cruise has a message for Dad Pitt.
Oh.
Cruise, who co-starred with Brad in Interview with a Vampire, has reportedly sent Brad a cheeky congratulatory note.
Wow.
Playfully
I've never gotten a cheeky note in my life.
No?
No. Well, how would you know if you got a cheeky note? What implies that you got a cheeky note?
I don't know because I've never gotten one either.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, maybe you have.
Maybe I have. And I just never was able to identify. I just got a cheeky note.
So what is it, Stephen?
I don't know.
You've never... Oh, all right.
Well, apparently, Nancy Glass, what's this lady's name here?
I don't...
Nancy Glass.
Who's this woman
Deborah
reporting?
Norville?
Deborah Norville, you're right. Whoever this person is.
Right.
This is, what's her face, from Entertainment Tonight, right? Who
Mary
is it?
Hart?
Mary Hart. Isn't this Mary Hart?
Jan Carl?
This is Jan Carl?
George Carl?
I think it's Jan. maybe.
Don's daughter, Donna? What? Who is this? Who is this, Pasty? Who's this talking? What?
I'm trying to Google her name, but it's the extra. It's the girl from Extra.
The girl from Extra.
Extra.
All right. You Google away.
Sean Robinson.
So no one has any true understanding
Of a
of what it
cheeky
takes to receive what has to be a part of a note that you can conclude was a cheeky note.
Right, I don't.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to stick with I've never gotten a cheeky note.
Okay.
I feel pretty confident.
Do you
New
want a
Papa
cheeky
Tom.
I don't know if I want a cheeky note. It sounds kind of gay.
It almost, I kind of get the feeling that maybe the white girl in the chair tried to send you a cheeky note.
Well,
with
I don't
the
know. I think cheeky has to,
signature?
it almost has to be same sex. Yeah. I don't know. Because if I get a cheeky note from a guy, I was just thinking, if I get a cheeky note, I'd be like, don't you ever do that again. Don't you think I am a sugar?
If you get one from a girl, she wants to do you.
Yeah, no, if you get a cheeky note from a girl, it's just like that playful stuff that you never really get around to. But
New Papa Tom Cruise has a message for Dad Pitt. Cruise, who co-starred with Brad in Interview with a Vampire, has reportedly sent Brad a cheeky congratulatory note, playfully accusing the father of Shiloh Novell of starting a family just so he can keep up with Cruise's new baby in the house.
now that's cheeky.
Oh. Okay. Now we have a definition.
So is it short for tongue-in-cheeky?
I don't know.
I would think so, yeah.
Maybe they now have to go out together dancing cheek to cheeky. Or maybe they already have.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe they have.
We ain't talking about the cheeks on the face.
At least maybe one of them.
Well, it's interesting, I think, that now since Shiloh has been born,
Yes.
that Katie and Tom's daughter is like kind of
Tom's daughter Donna. Yeah.
is no longer
She never
really
hit
in-
on me. It pisses me off. Never get hit on by her.
It is, you know.
You see?
Why is that?
Privatism. Anyhow.
Right. Okay. But you know how for a minute there, Tomcat and what's whoa.
Yes, go ahead. What?
And I mean, they were so in the news with the
Yes.
baby and everything, and now since
Yeah.
the most gorgeous baby in the world has been born, they're so.
So you're saying already, and maybe it wasn't so cheeky, maybe the underlying meaning of the note is that Tom is not appreciative that Brad and Angelina's baby has upstaged
Yeah.
Tom's baby with Katie.
Right.
Surrey's out.
Yeah, Surrey's out and
So,
Shiloh's in.
You read the words, it sounds cheeky, but you get to between the lines. Not so cheeky.
You
Right.
don't want to go between the cheeks, my friend.
Mhm. Deep between the cheeks, and you can read that it's not so lovey-dovey.
Right.
Tom doesn't like being upstaged.
No, not at all. I mean, my goodness, he's Tom Cruise.
Maybe we'll have to send a team of people to put a hit out on Shiloh Novell.
Oh no.
Get his baby back in the
news?
front line.
Yeah. Surrey's the most gorgeous baby in the world.
Hopefully it won't come to that. Yes.
Must be tough, though, when you're Tom Cruise and your baby is number 2 in the
Number
world.
2 in the clubs.
Yeah,
That's
that would
not
be
good.
Do you not agree with me?
Yeah,
though?
I know.
Seriously?
Absolutely.
I
yeah.
don't know if I agree. Okay, I
I mean, he's
agree.
dancing on couches and everybody's in love and for such a long time. And the big baby watch was Tom and Katie.
You would have thought that his baby would have been able to hold the #1 spot for more than a week.
Yep.
Yeah.
But the minute that Brad and Angie's baby, Shiloh came, it's all you see.
It's a tough one. Yes, Pasty, the Googling is done.
Yes, it was Dana Devon. Is her name.
Whatever. Dana Devon.
Nobody we've heard of.
Yeah, she's a new one.
Dana Devon.
Oh, she's great.
What else is going on in the world, Terry? Schwager feel shortchanged? Is that the deal? He never really got to get a moment?
Can you repeat that, please?
Good morning, Schwager.
Hello. Well, the reason I called is that way before you guys hear any rumors.
Yeah, Schwager.
She is a friend of the family. Okay, she's not a girlfriend if anybody's suspecting that.
Huh?
He's like Hannah Nicole Smith having his own podcast or something, so people will be interested in him.
Right.
No.
What rumors might we hear about you, Schwager?
Well, lately I've been hanging out with an old family friend that's been stopping by my apartment late at night. And I noticed that there's a lot of...
Oh, that news was just about to come across the wires, too. I'm glad he gave us his spin on it before we were able to make our own interpretations, Terry.
Come across the wires.
Right.
And I know that there's a lot of people that are downtown, so...
So you've been hanging out, you've been seen with a female, and you want to make sure that the notation is clear on the record that she is just an old family friend.
Yes, one that knows how disturbed my family is.
Is she the same age as you?
She's about maybe a year younger.
Well, let me just tell you this. When I was your age, and I was trying a lot harder, I'll give you this very clearly. When I was 20 years old, it may not have been happening, almost like to the proportions that you're having this unbelievable drought of no sexual experiences, but you're not trying. You're weird. You're Star Trekky. I was trying my ass off. I was trying so hard. Every woman, basically, would be hit on by me that I was interested in. But the closest I ever got to getting action were my mom's friends' daughters. Because they were the ones who at least felt compelled to like make right and do something with me. So don't rule out the possibility that this girl can't be someone you could do something with.
She's not an option. She's my cousin's ex, and she was one of the people that actually hit me below the belt in that area.
Yes.
Direct punch. And that was not actually a good thing.
All right. So you just called up to make it very clear. You don't want anyone to have confusion. You don't like women.
No, I did not say that.
Hey, what would be the problem if people started talking? It'd be good for you.
Yeah, you could.
Why don't you let the rumors fly that you've been seen with a woman and no one really knows what's going on there?
It'd make others interested, probably.
Yeah, it would, definitely. Got to play it up there.
Why do you have to make this little press conference saying that you want to make it perfectly clear you don't like women?
I did not
and if anyone sees you with a woman, they shouldn't think anything because you don't like women.
My girlfriend.
Why would we think she was your girlfriend?
No, there's a lot of people that have been around downtown seeing me talk to her or hanging out with her they're asking me that.
Let me tell you this very clearly, and I want you to listen to me carefully.
Yeah?
You are slowly but surely, considering all the dysfunction we have from many a caller, you are very clearly, slowly but surely, becoming the weirdest person we have on this program.
Whoa.
What do you suspect? My last name is Swagger.
That answer only adds to the evidence that we have that you are truly establishing yourself as the weirdest person on the program. And that's saying so much.
Yeah, it is a lot, actually.
So my final words to you would be, don't keep it up.
I'm not keeping it up. I'm just being me.
Stop it.
Change it quickly.
Be somebody else quick. All right? When you is obviously clearly not working, become somebody else fast.
Does he knock me out of the top 5, or am I still...
That old adage of, well, you just have to be yourself. Screw that. All right?
Take on somebody else.
That's not working here. Take on a completely new identity and go with it.
New identity.
All right? Are you getting me or no?
Well, I understand what you're saying, but who would I act like?
Whoever. It would be an upgrade. Are you understanding or no?
Yes.
Start now. I want you to, the next line I hear from you, I want to not be able to be able to recognize you. Say something.
Okay.
Oh, it didn't say Cookie Monster.
That's a start, though.
It is an upgrade of some proportion, yes. Continue on, sir. Hello?
That's even better.
Hello? Who am I speaking with?
some guy that's not morally depressed.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not trying to depress you. I'm trying to help you. If I'm depressing you, then that's not what I'm trying to do.
No. I've been like that for a few
But maybe that's what it takes to some degree.
No,
for you to get motivated to completely start a life anew. Because this one's in shambles.
Okay, it's not that bad. I'm able to get a job.
Oh, it's not bad. I hear about it every day. Tragic.
And the one upside is having a girl come over, but you want to forget about that.
I don't want you to think I'm hanging out with a girl, T-Man.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone to think, before anyone talks about it, that I'm actually hanging out with a girl.
Stop it.
No, I'm hanging out with her. She's just not my girlfriend.
Uh-huh. Okay. Thank you for the call.
The announcement's been made.
We're very clear on the fact that you don't hang out with women.
Right. We hang out with women.
Heaven forbid we should have thought for a suspended moment that you actually were seen with a woman. Bless you.
Thanks.
Okay. Now, what are we going to do today?
Today, I'm riding my bike 7 miles to Mall next street, 5 hours of lawn work, and riding back.
I didn't catch any of that, Terry. It was all just one big slur.
He's doing something with his bike.
Yes, I caught that.
I got it. I'm doing some lawn work for money.
Did I hear a mall in there somewhere?
A mall?
Yeah, did you say something about a mall?
That's what I thought, too.
Nothing about a mall.
Lawn work.
Lawn work. I heard the lawn part. I thought I heard a mall somewhere in there, though. No mall?
No mall.
No mall. A mall would be good for you. You should work mall until...
Mall. There's a very little arcade.
Well, whatever you got.
Don't go to the arcade.
You tell me you can bike ride 7 miles and not find a mall?
Well, no, there's a mall in Port Orchard. It sucks.
Go to the mall. Go to the sucky mall.
Yeah. It severely sucks.
Hang out there like a transient. Do whatever you got to do just to try to make a spark happen there.
Nothing goes on there. Nobody hangs out there. I don't know.
And there's so much going on in your world.
Nobody hangs out in Port Orchard. Everybody goes to Bremerton or Silverdale.
Okay, well, then that's where you should go.
On a bike?
Mm-hmm. Do you have any dudes you can hang out with that know some women or no?
Well, yeah, my neighbors.
Okay.
Everybody that stops by.
There you
says,
go.
Hey, swagger.
I mean, oh, yeah, that's how they say it.
You're like Norm from Cheers.
I even got white girl on the couch talking about how she went on a blind, or white girl in the chair talking about how she went on a blind date yesterday.
She went on a blind date?
Mm-hmm.
Did she meet him on MySpace?
A blind date, swagger. Those are the kind of dates you need to be going on.
Well, I have to have money first, don't I?
That helps.
So, me doing this job that I finally got...
Swagger, you don't think that if you came to me and said, T-Man, I was set up on a blind date, I have no money, what can you do for me? You don't think I would give you something to make it happen?
I'd rather not ask for help unless I absolutely need it.
You absolutely need this!
Yes,
It's so absolute, it's ridiculous!
It's an emergency at this point.
Yeah, but...
This is man the lifeboats, women and children first, emergency time! You understand me?
I understand you, but no, I haven't been offered a date or anything.
Oh, my gosh.
Offered a date.
Okay. Swagger.
Yes.
We'll continue this conversation at another time. All right?
Okay.
But if you could start doing the offering and you can find yourself in a moment where, lo and behold, you may be going on a blind date, you come to Big Daddy T-Man and he will take care of what needs to be taken care of. All right?
Okay.
That's what I do for you. Why? I have no clue. You understand me?
Yes.
Okay. Keep that in mind.
I will.
Talk to you later.
Okay.
What the hell do we do with this guy? White girl in the chair!
She went on a blind date?
I don't know who she is, Terry. I completely forgot who she is.
Right. Who is she?
She's this white girl in the chair, a mystery woman to the radio stars.
Right.
No one remembers who you are. WGOTC.
Mm.
It's like it's been erased from our memories.
Right.
Didn't she just have a boyfriend or something? I mean, that's pretty quick to be.
WGOTC.
On the chair? How about why,
Yeah, I think
why
she's
not
sticking.
in the chair?
Well, that's the way she wrote it to me in an email. WGOTC. So she must be sticking with the white girl on the couch because that would be WGOTC.
Yeah, it would
and she wants to make a go of that one. Mm-hmm.
We could change it to WGITC,
WG.
but it doesn't have the same ring.
Oh, jeez. Your voice sounds so familiar, and yet I can't place you. But anyway.
Who is this girl? Where'd you find her?
I have no idea, Terry. She just showed up one day. She was on the couch, and now she's in the chair, and now she's speaking, and she's talking about how she went on a blind date. And this is considering she just broke up with a boyfriend. How do I know that? I don't know. I don't know this girl. Anyhow.
That's pretty quick turnaround.
Amazing turnaround.
No mourning period or anything like that?
Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
Well, when you wake up and you're spotting like that, Stephen, you take care of it. Anyhow. And it doesn't stop you from going on a date. White girl in the chair. Did you, in fact, go on a blind date last night, yes or no?
Yes.
You did?
Wow.
How would you categorize that blind date? From utter disaster to, gee, his hair smelled terrific. I don't know. How do you rank how this date went? Was it a nice experience? Because this was pretty much the first, I don't know how I know this, first date you've been on in a long time, right?
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did you know about this due to the email? Did she email you this information prior?
White girl in the chair
or?
just mentioned this to me during the break.
Oh, wow.
I think I kind of remember hearing her say it yesterday when she was, like, mulling around the studio. I don't know why we let her mull around. I don't know this girl, Terry.
Right.
And I didn't even take note of it at the time, but it kind of set in when she said it to me this morning that she had gone on the date. Did you mention it yesterday, white girl in the chair?
No.
You didn't? So I
didn't know it was going to happen until...
But you must have mentioned something, because I didn't dream this.
Well, I'm going out with...
you said something yesterday about going on a date, yes or no? Because, I mean,
yeah,
I'm not psychic here. I mean, Steve, are you telling me I'm psychic? Because I remember something yesterday about you preparing yourself for
I have plans to go out
date.
with someone on Friday.
Wow, look at you.
You have what?
I have plans to go out with another guy friend on Friday.
Oh, so this thing that I heard about yesterday wasn't the thing you went on last night?
No.
All right. Well, regardless, this morning I heard Terry, she said during the break, white girl in the chair, went on a blind date. I'm always intrigued by blind dates. They're always very fascinating to me, Terry. Right. I haven't been on many in my life because I hate to see the look of disappointment on a woman's face when I show up. So I always rule that out. But you went on a blind date, and blind dates, again, are very, very interesting to me. And you show up, and how are you feeling?
Well, it wasn't so much of a really awkward blind date. It was my best friend's boyfriend and one of his friends. We just went on a little double date to the movies.
A foursome date.
But you had never seen him before, had you?
No.
The dating foursome.
So it's still kind of...
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't like the awkward... hey, so you know this person, and I don't know. I don't think I could do the double, or I mean the single blind date.
Stephen, her voice sounds familiar to you. I can't place it. Anyway.
Well, but I mean, still, it'd be kind of odd. I mean, like all of a sudden out of nowhere, hey, you have your best friend's boyfriend, who you really don't know his friends, set you up with somebody, and you're gonna.
Terry's questioning the craziness, the wackiness, the whole point of going out on with this kind of setup. You want to explain to her a little bit further to make it make sense to her, or it's not really necessary?
Well, it was just a lot of fun. I don't know.
Oh,
we just went out.
Fun, huh?
Yeah, he was
Terry
very
puts your guys
charming.
through like a vigorous workout before she goes out with them.
Well, and
They have to run through the obstacle course.
Yes. Monkey bars.
Right.
I've never been on a blind date, so that's why
Through the
it's kind of
tires.
interesting to me.
Well, because in the Tri-Cities when you were growing up, Terry, there's no such thing as a blind date. Everyone knows everyone pretty much over there, right or wrong?
Yeah,
everyone in your age range knew about everyone in some sense.
That is true.
Not the biggest area in the world.
But even over here, when I moved over here and was single, I never went on a blind date. I never had my best friends,
Right. Yeah, your best friend set you up like that. You never had that.
No.
Okay. Not only did her best friend set her up, but she went on the date with her. Is that right?
Well, yeah, she was just like, you want to go to a movie with my boyfriend and one of his friends? And I was like, yeah, that sounds good. I don't have to work tonight.
Well, that sounds casual. It doesn't necessarily sound like the structured double a blind date.
Well, it wasn't, but he did pay, so I mean, that's
But he did pay, so that's what makes it a date to you?
That's a date, I think.
He paid for the movie, so that makes it a date?
And the dinner.
And the dinner.
And the dinner. Woo, doesn't even know her. And
Quite the guy.
You eat a lot, too. That's crazy.
I know. 10 courses later.
Wow.
Whoa. The best bottle of wine.
So did you feel compelled to put out or what?
Oh, jeez.
No, not at all.
That always tricks Steven into it every time. Oh, she's paying. I got to lay out the penis. Okay.
You had me at garlic mashed potatoes. I can't say no.
She knew not to get me rice. Oh, it's a match made in heaven. Anyhow. Blind girl on the couch. What is it? White girl on the couch with a blind date. Okay, I'm getting confused. You go to dinner, and you're all as a foursome giggling at what restaurant?
We went to dinner after the movies. It was a late dinner, so we just went over to Red Robin after the movie.
The bottomless fries gets them every time.
Steven is so jealous right now.
It wasn't anything big.
Steven has to wipe his mouth. The salivation is crazy. So you have to sit in you're sitting in the little cozy booth for 4.
We did.
Not a table, but a booth.
It was a booth.
He's on your side or sitting across from you so you can have better conversation access. So even though it makes the conversation access suffer, because it's more cozy, he sat on your side of the booth.
Mm-hmm. Did you hold hands?
No.
Did you have legs rubbing up against each other? Amongst other things, or no?
No, I mean...
No.
No
But
legs
you felt
rubbing.
a really good, at ease kind of situation within yourself while you're on the stage. You felt comfortable, and then when he breaks out the platinum card to pay for... He paid for you or paid for everyone at the table?
He paid for everyone.
He paid for everyone!
Big ballin'.
He's thinking, I'm on a roll!
Yeah, one of these three is going to put out.
So he got some from his friend,
So he went home and made it happen with Lars. Anyhow.
Oh yeah, gold mine right there. That's
so he wants. So his motivation is. I don't know how you know this one.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
He wants to make it clear that he is in a position where he's prepared to pay for everyone, even his buddy and his girl.
Yeah.
He's got room on that credit card.
Why would he do that? Is he trying to impress you?
Does that,
I don't know.
That is the question that needs to be asked. Does that strike you, white girl in the chair, as a move that is pretty obviously one where he's just trying to impress you by showing, I'm capable of paying for everyone at this table, and I want you to be aware of that. Even though it's really kind of awkward for me to pay for my friend, who is a working man, I would imagine, in some regard, right?
They work together.
Mm-hmm.
But
he
this
gets a
guy is the
paycheck,
other
too.
guy's boss, so...
The guy you were with.
Yeah.
Is the boss.
Oh,
Why would your friend set you up with the boss?
I don't know.
There must be something
They're
in the
friends.
boss that she doesn't find appealing enough that she's wanting to sacrifice the relationship she has to move up, to upgrade to the boss.
Well,
She's handing you the boss.
Maybe the boyfriend said to his girlfriend, hey, you know what? You got a hot, best friend. And I'm trying to impress my boss.
And that would be white girl in the chair?
That would be white girl in the
hot
chair.
best friend.
Yeah.
Mm.
He's
No,
a hot
that's
best
probably not
friend.
the case.
And, I'm trying to, go for a promotion or whatever
Right.
and make good with my boss. So maybe...
So sexual favors would work out well.
Yeah.
I told him I'd get him a girl.
Yeah. So I'm pimping her out. What do you say?
So he paid for everyone at the table.
How old is he? Is he the same age as you guys?
I don't know. Conversation didn't get that deep.
Wow.
You don't know if he's 40?
Because that would be really deep.
So how old are you? Oh, don't ask that question.
He ordered a margarita, so he's over 21, but I mean...
You get carded?
Yeah, so he's he's under 24 or 5, I think.
Oh, but he's already a boss.
Oh.
Boss of what now, if you could tell us in some generic sense? Who he's ruling around there?
They're army boys.
Huh? Army boys?
Boss?
Well, I guess he's a sergeant or something, and he's above. He's a commanding officer. I don't know anything about that.
Chief
lingo.
latrine cleaner?
Yeah, that's it.
You're hanging out with some army guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's weird. I
Major Woody.
Mm-hmm. All right. And the army boss there took out the Army American Express and bought everyone Red Robin.
So basically, we all paid for
Yeah,
it.
thanks to the government.
So that had its effect because it left an impression on you because you're talking about it right now. So it worked for him.
Well, you asked me.
Well,
I didn't bring it
I guess we did.
Did you offer to pay?
up. I did.
Did you know beforehand he was going to pay?
No.
No, because you probably would have got the mud pie and everything like that.
So how the date end? Was there some physicality of any sort?
No.
There wasn't.
Well, he leaned in to kiss me, my cheek.
He leaned in to kiss your cheek?
Mm-hmm. And then,
Or he leaned in to kiss your lips and got your cheek?
well, he got my cheek. I don't know if he was really aiming for the lips.
Well,
He
you
got
would
the
know.
cheek.
I mean, it doesn't take that much to break down whether he was leaning in for some, was his tongue 3 feet in front of his face when he leaned in or no?
No.
It
He was
wasn't.
a gentleman.
Okay, so he
Sure
leaned
it
in,
is.
but you're not sure, even though it seems odd that you couldn't be sure. Hey, you want to give us the notion that you weren't sure as to whether he was going for lips and got cheek, or he was going for cheek all the way. Because these Army guys are pretty good riflemen. They're pretty good marksmen. They want cheek, they get cheek. They want tongue or lips, they get tongue and lips.
Well, then he must have been aiming for the cheek then, because that's what he got.
Mm-hmm. Well, why don't you reenact with Vinny the Pooh real quick? how that goodnight kiss went so we can determine whether he was looking for lips and wound up with cheek.
So Vinny's got to play white girl in the chair?
No, Vinny the Pooh has to play 24-year-old Platinum American Express carrying Sergeant. Who is buying drinks for everyone at Red Robin.
Right.
Can she reenact Red Robin with me?
Aha! So based on what you just saw there, Terry, it was real quick.
Yeah,
I know
it
you
was.
might have missed that.
Yeah.
That gave every impression that he was looking for lips and got cheek.
Vinny didn't even kiss my cheek.
What did he
Well, you're insulted? Is he scared? Wow, you're being called out for being scared. You didn't finish the job on her cheek.
Now just jam your tongue down her throat. Show her you're not scared.
Grab her boobs.
Yeah.
The air
like
little.
this.
I'll see you scared. Never call me scared again. Help! Man, the Pooh.
Wow.
The Poohiest Pooh.
Terrible.
She's calling you scared.
Petrified.
Why didn't you finish the job on her cheek?
I don't know.
She was left with a
Finish the job on her cheek.
She was left with non-fulfilled feeling on her cheek, apparently, there.
Huh? I'm sorry.
She was left unfulfilled.
Well, I didn't know that you wanted to be fulfilled on your cheek. Oh,
She's just surprised she didn't take any chance you could get, because with White Girl in the chair, you take every opportunity that makes itself available.
Highly coveted cheek.
She's insulted that you had full reign on her cheek and didn't go for it. We know how much a person gets off on going after someone's cheek.
See, Vinny can't even close the deal there.
Again, there you go.
Unbelievable. What the hell is going on in the studio?
So are they going to go out again?
Oh.
Me?
Yeah, was there a follow-up date?
You had the cheek.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're going out Friday.
Wow. You had a blind date on Friday, though. You just
Friday
said.
night. We're going to go up there and have a
Wait a
lunch with
minute.
them
You
on
just
Friday
said
day.
when I asked you what you were referring to yesterday, you said you had a different date on Friday.
Well, we're going to lunch with them on Friday because my friend wants to go up there and shop on the base. So we were going to go.
I don't know what to
Whatever.
make of any
I'm
of
going
this.
to the Mariner game with someone else on Friday night, but that's no big deal.
So you got two. So you got two situations on Friday.
Wow.
Doing two.
Two situations.
Yeah.
You got the day date, and then you got the night date.
The night date's more like we've been friends for a really long time. We're going to the Mariner game. It's not a date.
That's the one that I got the impression was a date when you talked about it yesterday. So I don't even know what the hell you're talking about anymore.
No.
Get your stories straight. All right, white girl in the chair.
Got it. Sorry.
She's going to be a military wife.
No.
It's good to know they're going to the base to shop because it's cheaper.
Gosh. Again, we're paying for it.
Right.
I know.
It's very interesting. Not really. Thanks for sharing. Not really.
The T-Man.
Wow. Well, sometimes you find an extra piece or two when you buy those build-it-yourself furniture kits.
Oh, of course.
But a couple in Massachusetts was shocked when they tried to put together a vanity they got from Home Depot.
Right.
When they opened
What's
up
a
the box-
vanity? What's a vanity? What do
It's
you?
like it's a little what women use to sit down in front of.
Oh, the
and
big
they have
round
their
mirror.
Little makeup. Yeah. It's like
Uh-huh.
their own little makeup chair.
Little
desk.
area, yes.
Yeah, a makeup desk. I
Got
guess.
it. Nobody presents that better than Home Depot.
Right.
Women want to put their makeup on in front of the Home Depot
Vanity. Right.
vanity set there.
Yeah.
That is weird because I thought most women that shopped at Home Depot didn't wear makeup.
Yeah, you don't see much makeup on with the flannel down below the head there.
Right. No,
Okay.
that is true.
All right.
But a couple in Massachusetts was shocked when they tried to put
And the
together...
measuring tape attached to the hip there, too.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, that is a good look for a lot of women.
You never know when you have to measure something.
Like this. Don't worry, you don't have to pull it out too far.
But a couple in Massachusetts was shocked when they tried to put together a vanity they got from Home Depot.
Right.
When they opened up the box, one piece was missing.
Oh.
Instead, they found a drawer filled with 50 pounds of marijuana.
Oh, wow.
Jackpot!
Gosh, no doubt, jackpot.
Because, Terry, I mean, think about the actual value of that. I'm sorry to have to put it in somewhat of a street term here, but 50 pounds of marijuana going at about $2,000 to $3,000 a pound, I would estimate, Terry. You're looking at about upwards of $150,000 there, aren't you, kid?
Probably so.
Yeah, I'm not so quick to turn that back into Home Depot and tell the news organizations about this story that they have to cover.
Right.
It'd be like, screw putting together the vanity right now. Let's spark one.
Yeah. And then sell it.
Go buy every vanity in that place.
Yeah, it's like a big lottery now. It's like, yeah, I found 10 pounds of marijuana in this vanity. Just wanted to turn it back into you.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Instead, they found a drawer filled with 50 pounds of marijuana.
Maybe marijuana is in place of the marble top for the weight, so it doesn't look like it's, too light or too heavy.
Sure.
Large amounts of marijuana have been found inside products at 2 Home Depot stores in Massachusetts.
Wow, this isn't the first time it's happened.
God, Home Depot is popular.
This is a lottery.
Yeah, it is. Everybody starts running over to Home
Quick,
Depot.
white girl in the chair, go buy me every vanity at Home Depot. There's gold in them near hills.
Yes.
I got 20 stupid little desks now. Nothing.
No, I got to start wearing makeup, too, just to make some good out of this. Wow.
That's interesting.
50 pounds of marijuana. Somebody is stashing their stuff in the wrong spot.
Like, nobody buys this stuff here. We can just leave it here.
Yeah, no one will ever buy this piece of crap. This is stored here. No one will ever know it's there.
Large amounts of marijuana have been found inside products at 2 Home Depot stores in Massachusetts.
Wow.
Police say all of the items originated in Texas. The Home Depot says it is cooperating with the investigation.
See, it's becoming some big treasure hunt.
Yeah.
They've discovered they all originated from Texas. More details to follow as soon as we finish out this treasure map.
Right.
It's the new treasure hunter show that's coming.
Oh, I know.
Exactly. This is huge.
I'll be there today.
That explains the free popcorn in Home Depot. Everyone there is stoned.
I know. Getting the munchies.
Yeah.
You have the little hot dog stand when the popcorn's
Exactly.
not
Now
enough.
I understand what the whole point of that is. Everyone in there has the munchies.
Perfect.
You're not popping the popcorn fast enough. Hurry up.
Unbelievable. 50 pounds of marijuana was stored in this vanity set.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yes.
I had a cousin who lived in Florida, and she found a bale of marijuana that came up on the shore. Yeah, and they.
A bale might be upwards of more than 50 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
How much? If you weighed a bale, how much you weigh in there?
I mean, I'm picturing a bale of hay.
How many
hay.
bales does Winnie the Pooh weigh? 2.5 bales?
Maybe. Half a bale.
Half a bale? You're only half a bale?
I was thinking, bales of hay are huge.
Who's ever
bales of hay are
Well, I mean, there are different sizes of bales, no? Or is one bale fits
bale
all?
Of hay is,
I think it's like an official term.
There's an official bale size?
Yeah.
It's a nice size cube of bale.
Right.
Of hay.
Yes.
Cube of hay.
We'd be great farmers.
I'm ready to go with it.
You want me to milk that?
Do you buy your horse number of bales?
Give me the suspenders and the straw hat. I'm good. I'm ready for this. Do I what now?
Your racehorse eats bales.
Yeah,
I'm
but
sure.
I don't dole out the hay.
Just write the checks.
That's all you
I just write the checks.
We could call my sister if you'd like. She buys bales of hay.
Maybe I'm not getting a good rate on my bales of hay, and I don't even know
not.
it. Maybe I'm being screwed by that crazy Canuck, Grant Forrester.
Whoa!
Good chance.
Yeah, probably.
But regardless, only the best for my stinking horses.
Right.
That refuse to run.
Feeding those things so damn much.
That's right.
Maybe that's the problem.
Eating one too many bales. Oh, hey.
Well, yeah, she split that bad boy up and had a good time with it.
Well, then if there's one definitive size for a bale of hay, well, then a bale of marijuana would weigh the same amount, basically, I would think.
Well, yeah, probably.
So what's the going rate on the actual weight of a bale?
I'm going to guess that a bale of hay is about 75 pounds.
That's probably about right. I could picture a bale in my mind.
Yeah.
I'm going about 75.
75 pounds.
Somebody from Arlington, call right now.
Yeah, Enumclaw. Sumner.
Yes. Set us city folks straight, please.
So that's what I'm going with.
In the meantime, Terry, I don't need the phones open right now, but I'll open the phones in case anyone wants to give us the official word on that. What do you got there, Terry? What do you have?
Well, it looks like Cristal champagne will no longer be mentioned in any hip-hop artist rap or even served like in Jay-Z's club.
Yeah, Gary, you're on the air. Hang on a second.
Apparently.
We asked, and they're coming to the phone lines. Gary, you there? Oh, he's listening to your Cristal talk. Gary.
Yeah.
What do you got? What'd you call for? What do you have for us? What's the info?
I've got two things for you. First, I'm passing by a coffee shop that sells
because the women have bikinis on.
Mm-hmm. It's become very popular. These theme-oriented little coffee stands, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten emails sent by women whose little coffee latte stand, you know, those little shacks in the middle of nowhere, have these bondage themes now, and they say, they send me pictures of women in leather with whips, and they got to do whatever it takes to beat out the Joneses, or more specifically, to beat out the Schultzes.
Yes.
Yeah. Next time they ask if I want a whip on that, I know what they mean.
These women should be briefcase models.
Well,
they're hot.
You should tell them to, maybe they already have, sent in their applications. We have a briefcase model want to be outside right now, Pacey, is that right?
We do, yes.
All right, I want to hear all about her in a second.
And anyway, there are two sizes of bales of hay.
Oh, are there?
There's a smaller one, and then there's a big one that's probably about the size of Winnie the Pooh.
All right, so...
What's the most commonly sold?
Usually the bigger one.
Which would,
bigger is always better.
Oh, geez. Well, thanks for the note. And stop reminding me. What is the actual weight of that more traditional bale of hay?
The one's about 70 pounds.
Oh, it wasn't too far off.
All right. Well, that's the one we were probably thinking of then. All right. Well, thank you, dude.
All right.
Yeah, whatever.
That old Eastern Washington is coming through again.
Finally paying dividends.
Yeah, it is.
So who's this girl waiting outside?
Her name is Jessica.
We're on a bad little stretch, Terry, of the past 2 days.
Well, yesterday wasn't so bad, but
the bottom line is the bottom line. And the bottom line is that for 2 days, women have come down here trying to secure themselves a spot as far as being a briefcase girl on stage at Summer Jam, getting backstage passes, all the fun and frolics, and all the frills that come along with that, and I've had to turn them away.
Yeah, you put one on a maybe list.
Oh, I did put one on my maybe list?
Yeah.
Oh, I lost the maybe list, so she's out. So,
okay, then.
I am now in the mode where maybe I'm starting to think that I'm being a little bit too strict, tough, particular, whatever the case may be, on these women.
I saw the picture of the girl yesterday, and I thought that you would have picked her.
But that was the picture, and that's why he was upset about
I know.
If you listened yesterday, and maybe you should have tuned in yesterday, Stephen's catching on. If you listened yesterday, based on that picture, I made it very clear. I would have selected her.
Right.
Unfortunately, she was not able to, in the studio, duplicate the look of the picture. So I had no choice but to send her away. And
she was upset.
My thinking is maybe I need to just relax a little bit on all these tough little marks that I need to make on my checklist to become a briefcase girl. But I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
The authenticity of being a briefcase girl is too much for me to make any sacrifices, Terry.
That's understandable.
It's too important for Summer Jam.
Well, your signature's on it, so come on now.
My signature will be all over it. It won't be written in ink.
It's like peeing in the snow. Whoa! Write your name.
Yes.
Take advantage on that cheek.
Peeing in the Summer Jam snow.
That's correct. Nothing is more accurate than that analogy. Okay, Paisley. A woman is outside to try to become a briefcase model, and how are we doing out there? If you might give me a little understanding real quick before we get too deep in talking to her.
She's a very attractive girl. She actually came down in a business...
I wonder if Pasty, unlike myself, has lowered his high bar a couple of notches to try to maybe have a woman or two clear it.
Well, didn't Pasty yesterday kind of really like that girl yesterday and was a little upset at you?
He was very upset at me. It was more than a little upset.
Yeah,
he wanted to see her backstage at Summer Jam.
Right.
He wanted to see her on stage at Summer Jam, Terry, and he was disappointed that I did not make her a briefcase girl. I definitely felt that bit of animosity from him towards me. Doesn't affect me. And I'm wondering if it's affected him. I'm wondering if he's now lowered his standards. He's always had a really very vicious standard, which is inexplicable, Terry, when it comes to women as far as what hot is.
Right.
Because really, up to this day, it's been Jessica Alba and very few others.
He's a tough customer.
He's a tough cookie.
It's like Steven with food. He's picky, but he sure eats a lot of what he likes.
Sure eats a hell of a lot of the two things he likes.
Yeah.
Because something's putting those chins there.
Whoa.
And we know it ain't right. So Pasty.
Well, she's definitely no Alba.
Nobody's no Alba.
Okay, but
she looks all right. She looks good. She had come down in a business suit that she was wearing, and she wanted to show a little more legs, so she went to the bathroom and changed clothes. So
she changed her attire.
Shorts on and a tank top.
So safe to say, once she's done in the studio here, she's going to go back to her business suit and head to work.
Correct.
I mean, she didn't just choose a business suit for no reason.
Yeah, I'm assuming she's on her way to work, yeah.
Pretty better big-time detective. So she's headed to work, and she's put on an outfit that she feels is more inclined to get our attention here in the studio.
Correct.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work in her favor, Terry. I like a nice business suit.
Yeah, oh, come on. But
I'm attracted to an attractive woman in a business suit, and I'm able, using my unbelievable X-ray vision, to picture exactly what it would look like. Don't think you need to hit me over the head with exactly the situation that would be on stage there. I could use my imagination, and the business suit angle may have been a good one. So tell her to put half her business suit clothes back on.
Oh, there you go. Skirt
right
on
half.
with the tank top. That'll look great.
Well, no, she's decided to go this way. This is the choice she's made.
But she learned that from yesterday.
Yeah,
though,
that's what
really.
I was going to say. Maybe she was listening yesterday and she...
Let's see if it works in her favor. Where you guys are making the mistake is just because she wasn't able to duplicate the look in the picture doesn't mean it was because she wasn't wearing the right clothes yesterday. She just wasn't giving off the look from the picture. And it didn't necessarily have to do with what she was wearing in the picture.
Right, okay.
But not everybody. I mean, she's not going to understand that, the woman today, so she's trying to pull out all the stops.
Sometimes when you put all the stops, you stopped all the pulls.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good thought.
I have no idea what that means, and I don't think anyone does.
Well, it makes
Anyhow,
sense.
I've only pulled out half the stops.
That's right.
Never all of them at the same time.
Now, what is this about Cristal champagne, Terry?
Apparently, the managing
There's been a lot of marijuana found in bottles of Cristal?
No. The managing director...
That's the floaty things in there?
Yeah, did an interview with the magazine The Economist.
Right.
And said that whenever a rapper name drops Cristal in their lyrics, that it's, quote, unwanted attention.
Unwanted.
So, unwanted attention.
They would rather not have rap stars use references to Cristal champagne.
Right. And now Jay-Z is all,
It's a slap in the face to the rap community, Terry, to the stars in the rap world, to be told we'd rather not have you out there in the rap world mention our very prestigious bottle of champagne.
Right. So he's calling for a boycott. And in fact, what his quote is, I view this comment as racist and will no longer support any of his products. In fact, his club, the 4040 Club, is only going to be serving
back to Brute.
Krug, or I don't know, Krug and Dom Perignon champagne from now on.
Wow. Cristal, for decades now, has been the clear #1 champagne of choice in all demographics, Terry. And they certainly weren't being hurt by people in urban areas liking Cristal champagne.
Right.
So this manager, or whoever he is, this person who heads up Cristal, certainly did himself a disservice by making that commentary.
Totally.
Because Jay-Z has done the right thing. I would be offended by that comment, too. There's absolutely no reason why he should feel that their champagne is above anyone.
Right.
I'm definitely going to stop buying it now.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to go home and I'll smash at least 100 of the bottles that I have.
Right.
Nice. And I'm going to look at the ground.
What a terrible blunder.
Yeah.
Has this guy made an apology since Jay-Z has come out and taken a stand?
No.
No apology.
No apology.
Well, that's coming.
As such.
Sooner or later, that has to come.
How come they don't take a stand against Oprah?
Well, they have. A lot
yeah?
of people, yeah.
Okay.
Ice Cube has, Ludacris, and one I can't remember who the other guy is.
Oprah's probably behind this all.
And 50 Cent. And she's starting to feel it because she is.
Oh, she's feeling it.
She's starting to come out a lot saying, hey, wait a minute,
Right there,
I wasn't
Gail.
meaning to hurt anybody's feeling. I like hip-hop, I like 50.
Right there, Gail.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So, but that is the swell of rappers against her is starting to really.
Stedman, that smells good. Tell us when it's ready. Oh.
Wow. So, she's feeling the heat.
I don't know, man. What would possess a company like Cristal that's been just working on cruise control with their success, Terry?
Right.
As far as not even being challenged. There's not been a champagne that's come along over the past 10, 20 years that's even posed a threat to knocking Cristal out of its #1 spot. So what do? Obviously, they can't stand prosperity. They make a stupid comment like that, which is a terrible thing to say.
I mean, do you fire that managing director?
He could be, for all we know, he could be the guy who's the only guy who can't be fired. What's his title?
Mr. Cristal.
He's the managing...
John Cristal?
No, he's the managing director. of Louis Roger.
Managing director sounds like a guy who could easily be fired.
Yeah, that's what, yeah.
Well, this guy needs...
It's not like he's the CEO.
Once you make a comment like that, you can pretty much kiss your ass goodbye as far as I'm concerned.
Pretty much he's the marketing guy. You suck,
Guy
dude.
to work for Home Depot.
Yeah.
In the vanity section.
Boy, I hope Oldie never makes a comment like that, because I'm not going to boycott.
No, Oldie is loving it.
Okay, good.
Oldie's like, yeah.
When we get back from the break, Summer Jam tickets up for grabs. But we'd like these rappers to stop mentioning Summer Jam in their lyrics. Right. You know, we find it very offensive. We don't have any affiliation with the people in the rap world, and we have never asked for them to mention our products. The hell? What's wrong with being mentioned in the most popular songs pretty much out there?
Right.
I don't get it.
Hey, if it's coming off the shelf, that's what you want, right?
Right.
Doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter who's buying it.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Should be interesting to see what happens.
Yes, it'd be interesting to see if this has any kind of lasting impact, if this is the salvo that fires off some kind of reaction that causes Cristal champagne to lose its stranglehold on the upper-tier champagne world. And I'm sure we'll follow it day by day. Yes, we'll keep you posted.
The T-Man. Stand by. T-Man, we'll be right back. KUBE Seattle.
It's Britney Spears in tears.
Oh.
You have to realize.
It's Britney Spears in tears. That's right. That's tonight, by the way, Terry.
Yeah, it is.
The big Dateline interview, one-on-one, Britney, and a evening appearance for Matthew W. Lauer, Terry.
Yeah.
It went so well with Tom Cruise that they want to give him another superstar of the Hollywood world to interview. They want to give him the interview with Britney Spears.
Goody, goody.
Hope she's not glib.
So it's not Stone Phillips. It's not any of the Dateline staff that get to do the interview on their own show.
Woohoo!
It's Matt Lauer invading their program. I'm sure they're very happy to hear that. And getting the big score interview with Britney Spears in tears.
It's Britney Spears in tears.
You have to realize that we're people.
Britney breaks down, opening up.
We have to realize that.
Yeah, they are people.
You know, we never really considered that. Now that we know, we'll all lay off. They're people. This is just going to be little tiny snippets. They're not going to give you anything that will potentially ruin your evening experience in watching Britney Spears. Basically for a whole half hour, maybe even an hour. I don't know how long that show is. How long is Dateline, Stephen?
1 full hour of entertainment.
1 full hour.
So they're going to talk to her for a whole hour?
Bonus coverage. Probably not. They'll probably put it between 2 other stories. But
how to catch a predator.
It obviously is going to be the marquee interview of a Dateline lifetime, Terry.
Right.
If it was an hour, she'd have to use every word she knows.
Oh, that'd
Twice.
be tough.
And they'd actually have to teach us their new ones, and they didn't want to go through that process. So here's just some very small little excerpts of the interview, I'm sure, as covered by Extra.
It's Britney Spears in tears.
Oh, yes.
You have to realize that we're people.
Britney breaks down, opening up to Matt Lauer in a Dateline NBC exclusive airing Thursday, talking about motherhood.
You could possibly never realize you could love something that much.
Wow. You think Matt at some point is going to reach out and go, just here, take some Ritalin, please. Tom Cruise is nowhere around. Don't worry about it. Make yourself feel better.
Right.
And the never-ending reports her marriage to K-Fed is kaput.
When the magazine screams on the cover, pregnant and divorcing, you want people to know.
No, none of that's true.
Now Extras.
Didn't even hear what you said.
None of that's true.
None of that's true. I'm just so breathy.
Trouble saying it.
I just want to talk like this. Oh, I watch you every morning, Matt. You wake me up every day.
Pregnant and divorcing, you want people to know.
No, none of that's true.
Now Extras got the first Federline family photo in nearly 2 months. The 6-month pregnant mom is pushing a stroller near their Malibu home while dad cradles baby Sean Preston in his arms. And Britney tells Matt Kevin's giving her support too. He helps me. He has to, she says. I'm an emotional wreck right now.
He has to. I pay the bills.
Swahili for an emotional wreck.
Right.
Kevin's giving her support, too. He helps me. He has to, she says. I'm an emotional wreck right now.
I think 90% of the world would agree that the tabloids have kind of gone a little far with me lately.
Then Britney breaks her silence about the firestorm over her famous baby bobble in New York.
It was a close call.
Accidents happen.
As for driving with baby Sean in her lap,
She's certainly clearing the air here.
Oh, yeah. Oops. It happened. It's an
Cleared the room, too.
Britney says, I can't go anywhere without someone judging me. I did it with my dad. I'd sit on his lap and I drive.
Right.
Our country. And the country will hear more from Britney.
That's her excuse for the footage that was seen, the video footage of her and the Mini Cooper with the... Oh, no, what?
No, that was the Escalade.
Yeah, well, there was the one with the Mini Cooper where the baby's head is just like hanging on a swivel.
Yeah.
And then there was one...
It's a bobblehead, baby.
Then there was one where she had the baby in her lap in the SUV or whatever it was, and everyone got on her, including her very close friend, or maybe not, Reese Witherspoon, who condemned Britney for her actions in not putting the child in a child seat, because Reese Witherspoon is the antithesis of Britney Spears and is the perfect mom, Terry.
Oh, yeah. Well, as Britney has pointed out, she used to do it with her dad and drive.
Oh, yeah, she did say that.
I did it with my dad.
Oh, yeah.
I did it with my dad.
Yeah, she is a country girl, Terry.
She is.
And in the country roads, back when her dad used to keep her in her lap, first of all, there weren't many car seats made at that time, I'm sure.
Right. We all were bumbling around.
Second of all, the cars were made like tanks back then, not like Mini Coopers that could fold up at a drop of a little accident hat there.
Well, and let's also point out that Sean Preston was, 3 months old, 4 months old? Can't quite drive.
There were a lot of things your parents did that didn't have the capabilities of doing better in certain situations. Yeah, they walked into buildings loaded with asbestos, too. They choose not to now because we're more aware of the dangers there.
Cancer-causing material.
So, Brittany, things have changed. And you can't just keep the baby in your lap, and you really can't go with Matt Lauer, even though he has a very friendly face, and try to justify it in front of all the world. But I can't wait to see the crying. Don't get me wrong there. And I also want to hear more about this.
I did it with my dad.
Yes.
Doing it now.
Sounds pretty hot. I French kiss. Well, everyone does that. Yeah, well, Daddy says I'm the best at it. Name the movie.
Holiday Road.
I did it with my dad.
Vacation.
I did it with my dad. I did it with my dad.
The first vacation, right?
We always thought so.
Maybe that explains her emotional weirdness. And
Are you excited? Are you psyched to watch Brittany? Are you going to forget all about it, Terry?
No, I saw.
You're going to come in. You're going to come in tomorrow morning and say, I don't have time. I got 5 kids.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But I saw a little snippet of it.
Terry, did you have a breath today? Oh, I couldn't breathe. I had 5 kids.
And
time for air.
Well, it's amazing coming from a guy who has no idea what it's like to have children.
Oh, jeez.
Wow. Oh, the 2
That
dogs.
is
We just
amazing.
put both dogs out in the garage.
Wow.
Like,
How
can't do that
about
with kids?
Terry calling you out on being a judgmental prick?
The first time she's called me out on that. I've been that way my whole life.
Tina.
Oh, you recognize that?
Hey.
Yes.
Good morning, T-Man.
Hi, Tina.
Steven's a dickhead.
Yes, Tina.
I'm calling for Summer Jam tickets.
Yes, I imagined that's why you might be calling. Same with the other 73 people sitting on the line. Why should I give you tickets over them?
Oh, because I'm a lot of fun to have at a party.
And that's what Summer Jam is. Everyone knows it's the biggest party you could ever be invited to, Terry. Of course, it costs a little bit of money, but it's well worth every penny.
Well, I'm thinking all the oranges shot up with vodka.
And some people win their way in. I don't know what the hell she's talking about, and I really don't think it's going to get her anywhere if we actually try to figure out what she's talking about, so why don't we just move on? Tina.
No.
Yes, Tina.
No, I still want to go backstage.
You want to go backstage?
Oh, yes.
And what could you possibly provide as far as adding to the backstage experience that all of us will be a part of? What are you going to do? Because if you're not adding to the backstage experience, then it's safe to say, Tina, you'd be subtracting from the backstage experience. And I would like to limit the amount of people that will be backstage at the Cuba Cube eating a rib, having a wing, having a baked potato, some refried beans, some fresh off the grill cauliflower. I want to limit the amount of people that are backstage subtracting from the experience that everyone is going to be there to enjoy, including these superstars on the lineup to be entertaining. Do you know what I'm saying here? You're following me? Are you getting every word I'm saying?
I did it with my dad.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to bring my girlfriend. We'll just do body shots.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord.
Trying too hard, kind
of.
Yeah, she is.
Has the body shot line ever sounded less appealing than it just did?
No kidding.
And my mom could say it. It'd probably be a little cooler hearing her say it.
I could hear it from
Brenda.
I could hear it from Brenda Soda, and it would be more appealing than the way I just heard it from Tina.
Yeah.
Tina, how old are you?
36.
Oh, jeez. I mean,
That's why it's less appealing.
minimum of 45. What year were you born?
Pardon me?
Oh, jeez. What year were you born, Staller?
68.
Mm-hmm. That would make you 37.
Okay, well, I'm going to be 37 June
38,
20.
yes. Somewhere, but well, it depends when your birthday falls. If you were born in 68, you'd either be 37 or 38.
Well, 37, I guess. I've lied about my age for so long because,
Mm-hmm.
Tried 1958.
Yes. Tina, and don't get me wrong, there's no real age restrictions on what goes on backstage. There's no minimums, there's no limits. It really is not a factor, not really. So don't read into too much of me asking about that. But the overall feeling that I'm getting from you, Tina, which is not really fitting into the backstage experience.
Oh,
now,
I go to nightclubs all the time.
Nightclubs, yes. I've been a little off with my first impressions before, Terry. I'm not going to say that I'm infallible with judging someone right off the bat. So maybe Tina's now going to provide me with the information as to why I'm inaccurate in my early assessment of her and why she is definite. Backstage addition to the experience, yes.
How about
we heard about the body shots. We heard about the nightclubs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
You know where
shut up with vodka.
Where they play Night Fever.
How about mystery guest number 5?
Mystery guest number 5.
Doesn't ring a bell.
You want to tell us what that means?
There was a trip to Las Vegas.
There was a trip to Las Vegas.
Yes, you guys were doing, and you guys had the girl that smashed up the guy's car, the girl that did all the servicemen.
Are you following any of this?
Well, you remember the trip we gave away to see the Rat Pack back in the days?
She's trying to...
I'm completely lost.
I think she's trying... Was it It
was in September.
In September, we did something that you were involved with. Is that what you're getting at? Okay, and
mystery guest number 5.
You were mystery guest number 5. Does that mean we saw you here in the studio and we liked what we saw? Well, that would be shocking, Terry. I never saw this coming. You're telling me we saw you in the studio and we liked what we saw.
Whoa.
I don't know if you liked what you saw.
Yeah, because I would bet everything I got that the chances are very strongly we didn't like what we saw, even though we maybe gave it a different impression, which is very doubtful in itself. So you were down here in the studio?
Yeah.
In September?
Well, it might have been the end of September, beginning of October.
Around that time. And you participated in what capacity here in the studio? What did you do?
We came down to tell our sin of the weekend for the trip to Vegas.
Of the weekend. And did we give you a trip to Vegas?
No, I did not win.
You didn't win, but you...
They said I came in close, and I was mystery guest number 5.
Who's they? They should be we. I mean, there's not many other theys around here.
Dave and...
Pasty Dave. Pasty, do you remember this woman?
No, Pasty doesn't remember anything. You kidding me? No way, dude.
You guys made fun of my voice.
Crap.
We made fun of your voice. That's the one thing I can find right now that I'm not interested in making fun of, Terry. It sounds...
Yeah, for 45, she sounds young.
Yeah. For 163, Terry, she sounds fine. Good shape.
Are you from the South End? No, because I think...
That's me, Terry.
Whoa.
Tina, you still there?
Yes, I am.
All right, what are we going to do with her? What the hell are we going to do with her?
Needs to go pull a bottle of sarsaparilla out of the Frigidaire and call it a day.
Tina.
Yes.
I thought you were going to have her describe. That's what...
I'm not remembering as to what you did here in the studio. I have no recollection of you. That's not boding well. You know what I'm saying there, Tina?
Okay,
give me something.
I was only in the studio for a short time because you guys ran out of time.
Not a good sign, Tina.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
Continue on. Yes, you came in the studio and we shuffled you out, but before we did, you did what?
You guys ran out of time of the segment because we were running out of time.
So you never made it on the air.
Yeah, she
7:05.
was in a...
Oh, we're out of time.
Okay. Terry,
Yes.
the reality is Tina sounds like a complete disaster for backstage.
Oh, no.
Now, with that said,
I'm not a disaster.
Oh, just don't fight with me.
Come on.
As I was saying, Terry, it is absolute subtraction from the backstage experience. However, Tina was the first line I punched up.
Yeah.
Tina sounds like she's trying hard enough, Terry, actually way too hard to make this happen for her.
Mm-hmm.
And due to that and nothing else I can think of, I am going to give Tina the Summer Jam tickets.
Whoa. Make her a briefcase girl?
Just because everyone who was listening expected me to do the opposite and move on to the next person.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I have shocked you again by taking this boring, worthless woman and putting a backstage pass around her neck, Terry. Hopefully she'll use it as a noose.
But also, we don't. Isn't it correct that those who come to, who win the tickets aren't really backstage for a long period of time?
Well, they come backstage for the barbecue, and then they're told, go out with the rest of the common folk. Yeah,
right.
In the crowd, because, yes, your backstage pass has been revoked. All the food is gone, and there's going to be no more, no matter how hard you cry. Okay,
right.
yes.
So
But enjoy the
hour
show.
or two.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But enjoy the show. And the tickets are free, and the backstage pass, and the barbecue, all the food is free, and the chance to win $50,000 is there up for grabs. So Tina certainly is.
Thank you. I can't wait.
Yeah, that makes one of us, Tina. Okay, hang on.
Thank you.
Yeah, right. And we're going to put you on with Pasty Dave because, wow, the hits just keep on coming for you, Tina, huh?
Thanks.
Yes.
And maybe he won't remember you again.
Mm-hmm. There she is, Terry.
Yeah.
Who's this, Tina? Tina, how you doing?
Okay.
Yeah. Tina.
All the other people holding, who thought they were a shoo-in to at least get a shot after Tina to win their way into Summer Jam, may now hang up the phone.
We're all done here.
Yes.
I did it with my dad.
Woman waiting outside wanting to be a briefcase girl on stage at Summer Jam, Terry.
All right.
Hoping to become an addition to the backstage experience.
Right.
From additions, Terry?
I do.
Yes, we certainly have made it clear about subtractions.
Yeah.
Now let's focus on additions to the backstage experience. Now, what's interesting and what's becoming a trend in these women that are wanting to be supermodels, that are wanting to be on-stage briefcase models in the Deal or No Deal Summer Jam experience is this. They're all, every one of them. I don't know if Pasty makes it something that he presents to them as something they should do, because I don't know if they're asking all across the board if it's okay and getting permission from Pasty. Whatever the reason, they're all bringing a moral support female friend. And what's even more interesting is that the moral support female friend is as attractive, if not better looking, if not hotter than the girl that they came with.
Right.
Which has me believing that the girl that comes for moral support really deep inside, or maybe not even so deep inside, wants to be told, well, why aren't you trying out? You're so hot, you should be in this. They all want to hear that, but they don't have the guts to take a stand up, and put their hat in the ring and try out themselves. They feel more safety in the going out to the green room and having us look at them and hitting them with, wow, you're hot, why aren't you trying out? There's a lot more security in having it come about that way, so they're thinking, than actually coming down, putting themselves at risk, and being told, well, you're hot but not hot enough, or you're not even close, or whatever the case may be.
Right.
And I'm getting a little tired of these moral support girls, which it just seems so obvious. They're never ugly. They're never even close to ugly. It's not like they're the mediocre-looking friend that comes down. It's always the way hot friend that has every right to be trying out. And it's showing me such a non-gutsy, such a cowardly way of trying to be a briefcase girl.
It's like anti-moral support, really.
Well, you know what? Yes. The friend that they come with don't even know that deep inside they want to backstab him, and if they could, they throw him overboard and become the briefcase girl themselves. I'm not going to allow it to happen anymore. So what can I do about it? That's the question. Well, here's the first thing that has just come to my mind, because I went outside during the break, and I caught a glimpse of these two girls
that
are waiting outside, and I couldn't, for the life of me, tell which one was They both look very different, Terry.
Okay.
But I couldn't tell necessarily which one was actually trying out because they're both way hot. So don't tell me that the moral support girl is not hoping that we go out there and tell her how hot she is. Oh, well, if you really want me to try out, screw you!
She could tell the friend, I wasn't there, I was there for you.
Get some guts! So here's what I need to do.
Okay.
Vinny the Pooh, you're going to go out there. And you're going to go say hello to them. You have not seen them yet, have you, or have you?
I have not.
You have not seen them yet. Okay. I want you to go out there. I want you to call us from the green room. When you call us, I just got to strike back against these moral support girls, Terry. That's what I'm doing right here. I'm going to strike back against the moral support girls. It's overdue that the T-Man strikes back.
I did it with my dad.
Against the moral support girls, Terry.
All right.
This is the first way that I could think of. I could probably think of something better, but I don't have time. Vinny the Pooh's going to go outside. He's going to cough in the green room. He's going to then say to the girls, welcome. I just want to be one of the first to welcome you here. And then he's going to say, oh, by the way, which one of you girls is here to try out? And which one of you girls is here to actually go into the studio and audition to be the Briefcase girl? And when one raises their hand, I want you to go, oh, good. I was really nervous there. For a second there, I thought it was you, and you're nasty.
Whoa, that's really nice.
Can you do that?
I can do that.
Even though she is not nasty. She's far from nasty. She's actually very good looking.
I saw the impression that she's nasty.
Yeah, I came with I want her to not have this feeling as if she's about to be lured into, as is her deep fantasy, into being a Briefcase girl tryout person without actually putting herself at risk.
Oh, I can do that.
That's really
I want you to be can you act? Do you have any acting ability? Do you have any acting skills?
I can.
You're going to have to look genuinely just relieved. Oh, phew, I was getting nervous there. I thought it was going to be you, and you're nasty.
Did you want me to say nasty, or did you want me to say something of a hideous or a...
You're hideous?
You're not going to be able to work.
You want to say hideous?
Hideous
sounds good.
That
hideous
is
really
nice.
I can be like, well, man...
she may not buy it if you go as strong as hideous, because why would you go that far?
What about, well she wouldn't work, or something like that?
Oh, you wouldn't work. I like nasty. Nasty is middle of the road-ish, but
a natural reaction.
And it's more of a true reaction. Oh, good. I just was hoping it wasn't you because you're nasty. Oh, I didn't mean that.
What if I called her broke?
You're not comfortable with nasty.
No, I can do nasty.
You don't feel nasty.
No, I can.
No, I'm saying you don't feel nasty.
I feel nasty.
No, I can do nasty.
Come here.
You can do nasty?
I can do nasty.
Well, you're not comfortable with nasty. If you're not comfortable with nasty, I don't want you to throw out nasty if you're not good with it.
Yeah, because he keeps coming up with alternative words.
I'm all for getting the point across. So if we have to call her just downright ugly, I'm all for it.
She
but
might know she's not nasty.
Again,
but you don't want to be that strong.
You don't want to go over the top with it, or else she's going to know that we're up to something. If you just throw out hideous, she's going to know that we're doing this purposefully.
Yeah.
And even though nasty somewhat gives that impression, she can't be sure with the nasty reaction. She can't be 100% sure that we're just doing this for a purpose.
Right. It's easier for her to go, what do you mean by nasty?
Yeah, nasty is a little bit less impactful, but impactful enough that she won't exactly know exactly where you're coming from, but she'll know that she misjudged the situation by thinking she was going to be, recruited into the situation. All these moral support girls are really there for support, Terry.
Yeah.
They have no interest in being Briefcase girls. They're gutless vermin! Jeez. I think it's the first time I used the word vermin in my life.
Yeah.
You know what? After I just said it, I think it's going to be the last.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because sometimes you throw out words and they kind of...
I don't know who I heard say vermin lately, but it must have stuck with me.
Did you run over some vermin or something?
Perhaps, Terry. Can you handle this?
I can handle it.
I'm almost thinking that I need to send White Girl on the Couch with you. So when you say that, in the background, she gives off the body language and the impression that she feels the same way you do, like with a relieved look. But she's an over-actress all her life.
Yeah, she's really dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
Dramatic.
Yeah, when you're overly dramatic, you become dramatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you live in England, you're dramatic.
Right. So I really want to hit her with this. I'm really sick and tired of these moral support girls because they don't fool me. And it's time I strike back, but it's got to be delivered properly. You know what I'm saying?
I'm ready.
If this is not executed well, she's only going to feel better about herself. We don't want that.
Heavens no.
Mm-hmm. So how's the best way to handle this, Stephen, from your vantage point?
Just think if it comes off, excuse me, wow. Naturally like that. I mean, oh gosh, good thing it's not you. You're nasty. Something like that. I mean, that sounds more natural.
What about the idea while he's saying that, if White Girl in the chair is kind of like, you know, also looking relieved in the background. Is that too much? Does that oversell it? Does that then go too far and it becomes just very transparent, or what?
Might be a bit of an oversell, but if she doesn't say anything, then, you know.
It's always good when white girl in the chair doesn't say anything, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Right.
I think it would work if it wasn't her. I think she'll blow it.
Okay, she'll blow it. Then but you like the idea of a secondary person looking relieved in the background.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then who should that secondary person be?
But hasn't he already
It
seen
should
them?
be Hopscotch with the Pasty Boys?
No, maybe just Pasty.
Tasty's already met him.
I'm really good at telling chicks they're not good looking. Yeah, I can pull it off.
The audacity of these moral support girls. You see,
No, I
see the quotes
understand.
above my head, Terry?
Yes.
Yeah, you can see the quotes on,
I
on your
do.
split screen of your radio, ladies and gentlemen.
Look down by the ashtray.
These moral support girls are the most gutless people out there.
No, I hear you. I hear you.
I've had enough of them. Enough. We all know why they're here. And it's time to strike back. But I want to strike hard.
Oh.
I'll do that after the show. I want to make sure we're striking hard enough to really send her reeling, Terry.
Right.
Or at least for a suspended second there.
Right.
I want her to feel horrible.
So in the future for
Mental pain and anguish.
If you know, striking as hard as you plan on doing
Right.
with this.
Yeah, she's probably going to call on her cell phone right now. All of her friends are telling her, hey, they're about to just rip on you.
Okay.
Which probably just ruined everything. Cell phones have ruined everything.
Better hurry.
Well, yeah, we better hurry.
Wow, it's
but,
way too late now if that's happened.
well, what I was going to ask is this kind of a warning for future so-called moral support girls to either don't call yourself moral support, just come out and say, hey, I'm here.
Have the guts to put yourself on the line.
Right.
And be told either you are or are not worthy of being the briefcase girl on stage.
Right. Or else stay home.
Or stay home. Or if you're going to be a moral support girl, be ugly. Or mediocre at best.
Right.
Because this girl's really hot.
Okay.
Well, you'd think you would bring an uglier person with you so it makes you look better.
Yeah, that's not the case. Because the pretty girl, who's the moral support girl, goes out of her way to tell her friend how hot she is. Oh, you're way hotter than me. I always wished I could be as hot as you. Meanwhile, in the back of her mind, I'm way hotter than you. They're going to want me, not you. You watch. I've always hated you.
Oh, whoa.
That's the way it is, Terry.
Okay. Women are funny.
That's right. Women are catty, funny, ridiculous. A lot of times. All the time. Okay. Anyhow, Vanny the Pooh, let's have you practice.
Okay.
Well, no, let's just go with it.
Yeah. Just do it. Yeah.
See if any acting skills, Terry. Can he pull this off and make it seem real?
I'm ready.
I think you can do it.
Go to the green room and give us a call. Let's see what happens. He's taking off his headphones. He's opening the door.
Wow.
He's walking down the hall.
Both hands, yeah. It's a heavy door, though.
Yeah.
Not really. He still has to use both hands, though.
Their lives.
And after all this build-up, I'm sure this is going to go great. This is very important to me, Terry.
In theory, it's great. Great idea. Love to bust people's bubbles.
Then you'll end up sleeping with both of them.
Oh, geez. Steven showing the jealousy again. Anyhow, Vanny the Pooh, you're in the green room?
Yes, I am.
First off, ask these lovely ladies how they're doing, please.
How you guys doing this morning? You guys good? Feeling good? Okay. They're feeling good.
Is there anything they'd like to say to us? I'm giving them a chance to, tell us if they know anything about this. If there's anything, is there anything they'd like to say to us before we get started here in this moment?
Yeah, before we get started, anything you guys want to say? Anything? I don't even know really what's going on. You don't know really what's going on? Well, I mean, if you have any last-minute questions.
Who said that?
They both kind of want to know what's going to happen.
I know what's going to happen. One of the two girls, obviously, has come down. Why don't you say, Vanny the Pooh, say, I'm under the impression that one of the two of you has come down to try out to be a briefcase girl. What more is there to know?
Okay, yeah, like I said, I'm under the impression that one of you two here is here to be a briefcase girl. Okay, so you're going to be the briefcase girl?
Oh, she even told you. That just ruined it.
Okay, good.
All right, go with the line. Go.
I'm really relieved because you were just nasty. I'm sorry. I'm really relieved. Okay, so.
Terrible delivery.
Are you kidding me? Well, I'm sorry.
See, she's shocked. Even though it's a terrible delivery, she's still shocked, Terry.
Well, actually,
nasty me? Well, you are the moral support girl.
Well, you are the moral support girl, right?
What did you expect? That you were a briefcase candidate?
Oh, seriously, what did you expect? You were going to be the briefcase candidate?
I was just scared to...
Well, then you're a decent moral support girl, then.
Yeah.
And you did your job.
Every briefcase girl all down the line has brought a mediocre to ugly-looking girl with her as moral support.
All the briefcase girls, prior to you, have brought ugly
I guess, support girls.
Are you calling me ugly?
Well, I'm not calling you ugly. I'm just
nasty.
not calling you as.
So maybe you're as good as mediocre on a great day.
You're. I guess you would put it as good as mediocre on a good day, like on a sunshiny 60, 65. You just found $10 in your pocket. Good day.
But say obviously you realize you're not as hot as your friend, or you wouldn't be the moral support girl.
Obviously, you realize you're not as hot as your friend. That could potentially be a briefcase.
Not even close.
Or even close.
Right or wrong?
Right or wrong.
You're so wrong.
She's hotter, yeah.
Busted.
But is she saying?
Hey, no, seriously, they think I'm being rude on purpose. I will hang up the phone and I will continue to call you nasty.
Why is she here as a moral support girl if she believes she's anywhere near the caliber of the girl she's with?
Seriously, why are you here as a moral support girl if you think you're any near caliber? Like, did your friend not have a ride home last night and you just needed to bring her with you, or what's the deal?
I wanted her to come.
So she's actually here for a reason, to support you. If she wasn't here, you wouldn't feel supported.
No, I just wanted to bring her to come with you.
We ain't going nowhere with this.
Mm-hmm. We've got everywhere I needed to go.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Totally called it.
That just show you what these moral support girls are up to, Terry, what they're all about, what their mindset is.
Mm-hmm. They want to talk about something positive now.
No, we don't talk about positive stuff on the show.
No, I mean, you could potentially be a briefcase girl.
Who? Beta's just losing it.
Yeah, now he is.
Yeah.
He was doing all right for a minute.
All right, very good.
Okay, cool.
Until we'll see the hot one in a second.
We're going to see the hot one in a second, so be patient. Great.
Do they know which one that is?
They're clearly clear on who the hot one is, right?
We know which one the hot one is, right? You guys? Are we clear on that? Okay, good.
Raise your hand if you're the hot one.
Can you do me a favor and raise your hand if you're the hot one, please? No, we're talking about looks. Now they're trying to clown on me being the short one.
Oh, now they're getting back with you. Oh, now they're firing back. Oh, their defense mechanisms are starting to take hold, and they're making fun of Vinny now.
Yeah.
All right, get him out of there before he loses all his confidence.
Yeah.
I know, right?
There's so much to attack. All right, very good, Vinny. Come back to the studio immediately. Abort! Oh, poor Vinny. Sent to the lion's den like that.
The T-Man. Beyonce, the Black Eyed Peas, and Kanye West are among the first winners of awards recognizing big ringtone sales. About 10% of music revenue now comes from ringtones, which typically cost...
Whoa! 10% of music revenue comes from ringtones?
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
That is a racket, though, Terry. 10%?
Mm-hmm.
What are they charging for ringtones?
Anywhere from 99 cents to $2.50.
Mm-hmm. So if you want the real authentic sounding song...
Yeah, I checked the...
On your ringtone situation, you are spending like $2.50, $2.99.
Yep. Sure enough.
It's pretty. That is a racket.
That is.
Yeah. To hear 10 seconds of a song.
I mean, and how many times do you go anywhere and you don't hear just a regular ring anyway? You hear somebody's song or something.
So ringtones are where it's at if you want to make the big bucks in the business.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And I think I even heard a commercial on our station about Mary J. Blige doing what is it, a specific ringtone for you.
Huh.
It's crazy.
Somewhere, Frank Sinatra's rolling over in his grave going, I just missed out on this.
Right.
How would have been big on the ringtones? Maybe not.
Beyonce, the Black Eyed Peas, and Kanye West are among the first winners of awards recognizing big ringtone sales. About 10% of music revenue now comes from ringtones, which typically cost $2.99.
Oh, there it is, $2.99. Yes, I thought I heard $2.99 somewhere. There it is. $2.99 to download ringtones?
Yeah.
Rip off. It's a little bit of a rip-off.
People love it, though, man.
Yeah, they're doing it.
Phones come with their own ringers, though, right?
Yes, Stephen, they do. You sound like any parent of any child who's explaining why they're paying $2.99 for ringtones. Doesn't your phone come with a ring?
Oh, there's all kinds of options on here.
What, you're not aware of when someone's calling you, so you need to be spending all this money on ringtones?
My phone has 20 options, actually.
All of them, one better than the next.
Wow, really?
One cooler than the next one. You're so in. Do you
want to hear them?
I'd love to hear what your phone has to offer.
Let's choose the ring form.
The Nokia one. That sounds awesome.
Turn my phone on here for a second.
Okay, yes, it's the first time it's been turned on in years, I'm sure. Yeah.
Oh.
Exciting. This is a big moment for the program. Thanks for making it, Stephen.
Yeah, let's see. How do you get to him?
Luckily, it's a 4-hour show, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll figure it
Stephen Kilbreth on technology.
He's got the John Denver ringtone downloaded.
Let's see.
Let's get ready to bring this girl in from outside who brought the moral support friend, all right? Tools, yes, that should be your screen name.
Picture of you.
Nope, that's not it.
This is a great idea, by the way, Stephen. Yeah. Let's save this as the best of team, man.
I've never seen a cell phone with a rotary on it.
Hey, somebody should call me, and then you can hear what it sounds like.
I'm sure there are so many people out there just firing off your number because they call you all the time.
No, I meant like one of you people.
Oh, I don't know your number.
One of us people.
You know his number? You writing it down for me?
93.
Ah, you know by heart. Hey. Okay, let's call Steven.
I know everybody's number by heart.
Take it easy on you.
Oh, wait, I better shut it so you can hear the...
Oh, you shut it.
Shutting.
It's working well, Stephen.
There you go.
That's gay.
It's one of the 20 rings available.
More gay than ever. You downloaded that gay tone.
No, it came
Sex and the
with
City
the phone.
ripoff.
So that's like Sex and the City.
It's a ripoff.
Don't tell me that's the one you choose to have blaring from your...
Have Terry call me, see what it rings
from your
Terry
overly tight jeans when you when you get a call, Stephen. That's the sound people are hearing.
Picture one finger above his head dancing in a circle.
Thanks for calling. 206-9.
You should have Terry call because she's got a special ring.
Do I? I don't have a cell phone.
So when Terry calls, a special ring comes on for Terry?
Yeah.
Hi. Well.
It's funny.
I'm sure it's hysterical. Anyway,
I don't know why I can't figure out how to do it.
Sorry, we're going to have to miss that. Anyway.
No way. Come on.
Terry, give me a quick story before we bring this girl who wants to be a briefcase model. Let's hope we have better success today than we've had the past couple of days. I need some briefcase models to fill out these last remaining 10 spots. Go ahead.
Well, something interesting. Chemist at Indiana University.
You don't have to read as fast as I did. Yes.
Well, you got me in that mode. Like, I got to rush through.
I got it. Yes, we're not in that big a rush.
Just
okay, maybe we are.
In a nutshell, apparently, men's sperm have their own individual sense of smell.
Oh.
So
each little spermie.
Yes.
We fire off thousands and thousands of sperm when we have a moment of ejaculation, and you're telling me each little Sammy sperm has its own nose.
Yes, pretty much. And therefore...
Turned it off.
Yeah. Therefore, your sperm can smell what they say is sexy female scents, and they swim towards that scent in the ovaries. And make their way to the egg.
So that's its greatest sense, is the sense of smell. And if your sperm has a terrific sense of smell, you will be impregnating the woman because it'll send itself right towards the smell that it so desires, the smell of the ovary and egg.
Right, the sexy female scent.
That makes it very clear as to why some of you ladies out there can't get pregnant.
Whoa.
You smell nasty.
That's great.
So clean up your situation and maybe you'll be able to have a baby.
Nice. Gosh.
It's the truth.
Well, they say that...
Some of these ladies out there smell nasty. What sperm wants to be swimming towards that? You'd rather just kill yourself in midstream.
No!
As they do. The sperm die before they ever make it there. And now you know why. You smell just too awful. What a shame.
They get shot in, and then all of a sudden they go,
not heading that way, that's for sure.
Run for the exit.
What do you mean there's only one way to go? How about I just hang myself right here?
Oh, no, there's another way. Anyway, they say that this information from this study could actually be good for male infertility because...
Who's on the hotline?
Vinny.
What is Vinny the Pooh doing on the hotline?
He wanted to listen.
He wants to listen while he sorts the mail?
He did.
Well, he doesn't get enough of this program while he's here in the studio. Once he's doing his...
Or the overhead speakers playing through the station, I don't know.
Well, sometimes they don't switch it, right?
I don't know, but he's listening on hold. He doesn't want to miss anything. What a dedicated employee.
So he's turned into John all of a sudden.
He's getting closer, yes.
We're still waiting to see if Steven can come up with a ringtone.
I did figure it out.
It's very dramatic radio.
Yes.
That you just can't miss. So Vinny the Pooh wants to be put on hold so he can listen in. What a dedicated listener, like a lot of the people out there that I appreciate. Yes. And he's learned a little bit this morning about his friend, the sperm.
Yeah, there you go. Sperm with, their own nose.
Yes, this is just new discoveries made. We never really tapped into the fact that sperm use the sense of smell to make their way towards the ultimate goal spot.
Right. chemists there at Indiana University.
Chemists at Indiana University have determined that is the means by which sperm function.
Yes.
Wonderful.
So they don't have like little noses; they just can smell, right?
Well, yeah, the cells are
Should I, now knowing this information, Terry, should I go out and buy my sperm and nose ring?
Get it pierced.
Showing how much I appreciate its sense of smell.
That's a
6 billion nose rings.
I want to deck out your noses since you've done so well by me, and I'm buying you all nose rings and a trip to Tahiti. Wait till you smell that place.
Well, I guess that's a compliment to your wife because she got pregnant so fast, so your sperm were...
Why don't you see it as a compliment to me? Maybe my sperm just smell better than the rest of the lot of guys. I don't know.
You give your sperm phony, so they've got clear nasal passages.
Yes. Just don't bother my sperm during allergy season. They're all stuffed. You ready to bring this girl in or what? What's her story? What's her name? Where's she at? Where's she from? What you doing? Jessica. Okay, let's bring in Jessica. Here we go. We got the briefcase ready to go? She looks good, Terry. I told you that earlier. She's tall. I want to make sure before we get started here that your friend that you brought with you has a lot of nerve for thinking she looks nearly as good as you. I don't know what what?
She didn't say anything.
Can I tell you the truth about your friend outside? She'd sell you out at the drop of a hat. Huh? She came down here. She would sell you out at the drop of a hat.
No, she wouldn't.
She came down as this supposed moral support.
I asked her to.
She was hoping, dreaming, waiting, expecting the moment when we went out to that green room and saying, why aren't you trying out? Why don't you come on?
She wouldn't want to.
Oh, really? I should try out? I never even thought of it. Oh, well, if you say so.
Little old me?
And then if we were to tell her, you know, the reality is we think you're a lot hotter than your friend. Is it okay if we use you in the onstage?
Anybody would.
Let me finish. If we said to her, is it okay that we use you and not your friend? She would say, well, really, I'm not comfortable with that. I just came down as moral support, but I guess it's okay. She'd sell you out in a heartbeat.
No, she's a good friend.
I know, the type.
That's what most women say about their best friends after, and then they find them.
I've known her since 4th grade.
Oh, 4th grade. Why'd you say so? I thought it was 5th grade. I was
just want to get that
Here's your money. I was wrong.
Yes.
No, I have friends that maybe would. Friends that are, kind of friends, but you find out they're really not.
So you know the difference.
Yes.
You could sniff them out in a heartbeat. Yeah, she got that kind of spermy. All right, anyhow.
So if you picked her instead of the girl in the studio, then everybody would be happy.
Yes.
Terry, or Stephen, since you brought that up, the reality is I can already tell you that this girl in the studio has all the makings of an on-stage briefcase model. And I am not just saying that because I went through a 2-day drought of seeing women that didn't make the cut. She's got the face, Terry. Look at the face. See the face?
I see the face.
Now, I understand. Pretty. And how tall are you?
Without these shoes?
Just answer the question,
5'7".
please.
Just a number.
Just give me a number.
5'7".
Lord. Why do women make you struggle through every friggin' question you ask them?
With this shirt on or that one?
That's what makes them special.
You love us.
With my poofed up hair or no? Okay. Just answer the question. You're 5'7". Okay. And you work out? Are you a workout girl or no? Wool?
I used to, but since I started my new job, I work really long hours. I will work out.
What do you do?
I plan on. I sell cars.
You sell cars?
Well, I applied as receptionist, and then they
Just
said...
answer the question.
Yes, I sell cars. That's it.
You sell cars. What kind of car do you sell, if I might ask?
Saturns.
You find that the men patrons that come in looking for a Saturn tend to want to gravitate towards you, the saleswoman, over Bob, the big salesman of the month?
I don't know.
That's a yes.
She's a real go-getter.
Yeah. Oh, I'm buying a car from her today.
And why? How come you're not in the modeling world? You look like you could at least dabble in that field.
I
Not that
tried.
you'd
I
be
just don't know how to get...
a little thicker than perhaps your runway-type model. Yes. Well, what do you weigh? What would you say you weigh? Just answer the question and don't give me a whole bunch of qualifying questions.
That.
Well, then you get on the morning show scale.
Morning show scale.
It's your choice.
Okay.
Yes.
Like 145.
45.
Yeah.
Like,
you mean after this big breakfast?
Goes up and down by a few pounds.
I understand the concept
That's
of
how
weight.
it works, huh?
Yes. Anyhow, how old are you?
Never down. What are you talking about?
Yes,
You're 20 years old?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Got a fresh face, Terry. Fresh 20-year-old face.
Yes, she does.
You know?
Yeah.
Fresh.
She got brown hair. She obviously grooms herself to...
Grooms herself.
Well, she's got the eyebrows that are just so nicely done. And obviously it takes a lot of days per month into going to getting facials and their eyebrows waxed. You pluck those yourself?
Sometimes. I don't pluck them very often. I don't groom very much.
Okay, now she's trying to go with the mode of I don't have to try that hard.
No,
to
I'm
look
not
this
saying
good.
that. I'm just
You
saying
know
I'm
what?
too lazy to try that hard.
So your hair, you just allow your hair to grow wherever.
No.
Is there any ethnicity to you, or are you a straight-out white girl?
No.
What are you?
Yeah.
You're a mixed girl?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Filipino, German, and Indian.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Man.
All right, let's see how you look opening a briefcase. I need to just seal the deal here that you would look on stage with just a tad bit of grace. And I see she's got big triceps, Terry. You tell me you don't work out at all? You flexed your arm and there was a big tricep bulging out.
Got on some short shorts, too.
Wow,
Boy.
she's perfect. How do I open this?
Yes, go ahead. That's exactly what the question we were looking for. Yeah, how do you open the briefcase? This end up? Maybe we have to write that on top?
Yeah, maybe. I think so.
Okay, let's see you slowly and dramatically open the briefcase as if Stephen Kilbert just called your number. And here's the big moment where we find out what dollar value in Deal or No Deal is sitting inside your case. Yes, please, whenever you're ready. Yes, don't ask questions.
Open the case.
All right, that was just a nightmare, but whatever. She still looks good.
Yeah.
She has nice teeth.
She has a lot of things, Terry. I mean, am I joined by you in suggesting that she is she's a no doubter as far as being on stage, or do some of you turn your back for a second? Sometimes my co-hosts here get a little reluctant to say their true feelings when someone's staring right at them. I have no problem with that. Does anybody here?
I think you just improved by turning around.
I think even better from the back.
I think Hotshot's totally in with you.
Those shorts?
Well, let me ask you. Turn back around. Don't ever turn around again. Just stay that way for the rest of your life.
Just walk around
Were
like that.
you, up to this moment, you could nod if you feel more comfortable, or you could just answer the question, whichever you prefer. Were you having some doubt until she turned around? Because now you're saying you feel better about it now that she turned around. Before she turned around, were you having any doubt or no?
A little.
You were having doubt?
A tiny bit.
Really?
For my own personal reasons.
And what were those reasons?
Not sure I want to share.
All right, well, I'm going to take a share. I'm going to take a break. All right, listen, I'm going to take a break because we're up against a break. But when we get back, lo and behold, I guarantee you this. Hotshot will give us those reasons.
Okay, I'll do it right now.
All right? We have to put them on the rack.
All right.
I'm going to find out those reasons. Because I want to know those reasons. And you're going to tell me those reasons.
Personal reasons?
Take a break.
Very personal.
When we get... I want to definitely hear those personal reasons.
Okay, they're not that personal.
But if it's personal, it makes more sense than if it was just general reasons.
Yeah, no, generally
Okay.
she's hot.
Wait.
Right. Let me take a break. When we get back, we'll hear all those reasons. Stay turned around. Yes. Stay with your mouth open like that? Yeah, you better watch your mouth. Why is your mouth open like that? Do you have a problem with what we're discussing here during the break?
Shocked face. Sometimes.
Shocked face? Is there a problem with our conversation during the break that you would like to share with us?
No, there's not a problem.
Then why are you sitting there with your mouth open?
Because I told you that's my shocked face.
That's your shocked face. What was said in here that was shocking? I don't remember any conversation that was remotely shocking to you. I thought it was kind of matter of fact, pretty frank.
Right. What you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Frank.
Nothing was shocking then.
Well, then why the shocked face?
Why am I looking over and you got your mouth wide open? What's your problem? You got a problem?
No.
Okay.
Do you have a problem?
Anyhow, I'm slowly but surely getting a problem. If you have your mouth open, won't tell me why.
Just kidding.
Why is your mouth open?
It's not anymore. I'll close it.
It's not anymore. I see that. But it was. And I'm asking you, was there something said during the break here that we were discussing that caused your mouth to open?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It was just the general tone of the conversation that we were having.
Yeah.
Well, this is the way we hang out, you know. If you can't...
It was funny. It's just my, that's funny.
Uh-huh.
I guess. That's
Okay.
What it is.
Let's get back to what we were doing before we took the break. And before we took the break, we weren't able to see her mouth because her backside
Yes.
was the posture that was facing us. Can you go back to that, please? so I could ask these people of mine that I was having a conversation with that had your mouth open, the question that I left off at. And the question I had left off at, Terry, I assumed, and I maybe overly assume, that my opinion rules.
Uh-huh.
Because it does.
The burning bush has spoken.
Just wanted to make sure that when I say that I have no doubts that this girl belongs on stage at Summer Jam, that this girl belongs with a briefcase in her hand, this girl belongs as one of the models in the Deal or No Deal situation, when I say without any confusion whatsoever that that is the case, I'm curious to know if everyone across the board here, the people in the studio especially, Stephen has no ability to see this woman, although he has his imagination running wild right now. I would like to know if you at all, and that includes Hopscotch, who gave us the impression that that was the case for his personal reasons. And it also, I would like the opinion of white girl in the chair. Let's start with her, as a matter of fact. And if nodding makes you feel more comfortable so that the real, true impression that you're leaving with us is not revealed to this 20-year-old model wannabe on stage at Summer Jam knows what you're thinking, then do that. Do you believe, as I do, that there's not much consideration needed here? She is, in fact, clearly a supermodel candidate for on stage with the briefcase, yes or no? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Why, if you're going to give the thumbs up, why do you have to do that? And why can't you just say that out loud? She'd be happy to hear that, I would think.
You said nod if you, I don't know. Yeah, I
Why
think
would she
she's
be
great. I don't know.
So
You just-
bright.
She gives me 2 thumbs up.
Right. I don't want to say it out loud.
So this
No, I think she's perfect. She's a shoo-in.
Okay,
She's
so
definitely-
there's no doubt in your mind. You're not just saying that because I've already established that that's the case. You're saying
No,
that
I
because
think
that's
she's
what
great. She has a good look.
That's
She's
what
very
you
summer
felt.
jammy.
Very summer jammy. That's what you felt before I even said it.
Uh-huh.
You had the same.
When
All
I
right.
first saw her walk in the studio.
Okay.
I was hoping you'd put her through.
I was interested to know that, and now I know, and I'm going to move now to Terry B. Free.
Yes.
To Terry Free Money Bunny.
Yes.
You had, I'm sure, a first impression when she walked through the door. I'm just curious if it differs from mine, which from the moment she walked in to the moment we're at now, was that there's no doubt this girl is briefcase material. You agree or disagree? Thumbs up, thumbs down if you choose. 2 thumbs up emphatically.
It's embarrassing to say thumbs up.
No, actually, thumbs up. I did like her when she walked in. I thought
Okay.
she would make a good candidate as well before you said anything.
As slam dunkish as I'm making it seem, or no?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You don't sound that convincing, but I'll have to take your word for it.
Well, I did have to, like, kind of give her a once-over a little bit more to kind of picture it.
Not twice.
Okay, she's in.
Not 3 times a lady.
Oh, so, yeah, she was good.
Then all we have left is hot Carl Scott's
Say it's so disappointing.
lasting words from before the break that he has his misgivings, he has his doubts, and the reasons for that are...
She looks like an ex.
Women must hate to hear that, because women hate to hear when they are told they look like anybody. Every girl wants to be an original. I can imagine that being the truth. If I was a girl, I'd want to feel that way. Being a guy, I want to feel like I look like every other guy. But if I'm a woman, I want to feel original. Even a passing comment like some guy I barely even know I just met saying she looks like an ex bothers me. But she does, in fact, in your mind, look like an ex. Yes, Stephen?
Well, but then when she turned around, he was all excited. So does that look like the ex too then?
Pretty close.
Well, but she's not going on the stage turned around.
Now,
Right, that's true.
The question is this going to ruin Hopscotch, Hot Fudge, Scott Summer Jam experience? Experience, yes. Is he going to have his experience ruined? Because at Summer Jam, all he's going to be thinking about is this ex that he's long since wanted to get out of his mind. I'd hate to bring a girl into the fold, to be on stage as a briefcase girl that does nothing for a Scott, but ruin a Summer Jam experience.
I don't know if I can have a good time now.
You may have to stay home, huh?
Pass those ribs, would you?
Yeah.
All right, you can come back to the microphone, please. Let me ask you a question. What are you doing that is causing him to have bad flashbacks to a woman that I'm assuming you would sooner forget, like to forget, right?
Sure,
or wrong?
yeah.
What are you doing to make this
Have to
happen?
ask him. I don't know.
Thanks a lot.
You must be aware of something. Women have very strong, instinctful little
No.
qualities, so I'm asking you, what are you doing that's causing him to have harsh memories like this?
Sitting here. I don't
Sitting
know.
here.
I don't know his ex, so how am I supposed to know?
It's not her fault. You and your little short shorts.
Hey, I came with a different outfit.
Yeah, I heard about that. Why'd you come in a business suit attire, like all ready to sell Saturns, then all of a sudden you go to our bathroom and you change into these short shorts? What's that all about? Talking to the microphone, please.
Okay.
My patience is running thin with you.
Whoa. This better?
Go ahead.
Okay. I was originally going to wear this.
Go more for the top.
Huh?
Go ahead, yes. Focus on the tip.
Jeez. What? Just keep on going.
Okay, I was
Ignore the
originally
side comments.
going to wear this, and then I asked my dad, because he's actually the one who told me
Your dad is very aware of your coming down here, and he's giving you advice on what to wear to be a
and he
Briefcase
told me to
model.
wear that, and I think that was him being protective. I think he wanted me more covered up, and I said, Dad, they're going to want to see something. So.
Dad, I want to wear horse shorts.
I did it with my dad all the time.
Your dad loves when you wear horse shorts around...
No, I did it with my dad.
all the time around the house, but wearing horse shorts here in the studio he has a problem with.
Very often, I swear. I swear.
Horse shorts. So, Dad, what do you think about horse shorts?
Probably sell a lot more cars.
You normally ask your dad for fashion advice before you leave the house?
No, my dad, he's real, like,
Do you live with him?
open. He'll be like, oh, you look horrible today, or you're getting fat, stuff like that. So
I did it with my dad.
Really?
Yes. Interesting.
Wow.
So you and your dad are very close like that. You could share all kinds of opinions like that together.
yeah,
is
and
what
I
you're
just
saying.
moved back in with my parents for a little while.
Back in.
I did it with my dad.
Yes. Your mom is still married to your dad? No. Nowhere to be found, or what?
Who's
you said
nowhere to be
you
found?
moved back
They're
in with your parents. What does that mean?
my dad and his wife.
And his
but
wife, yes.
They've been married for a long time. So.
Well, you consider her a parent then? Have you been around her enough that you regard her as a parent? Fascinating, not really. Do you get jealous of her that she's with your dad and has stolen him from you?
No,
Are you
she's good. She
sure?
takes care of my little brother. And
I did it with my dad.
Is that why the mom left?
Do you and your dad have this touchy-feely kind of dad and daughter relationship? I've heard about that. I've read about that. I've looked into that.
Looked into it.
Have you one of those relationships where you get overly touchy, overly feely in a playful kind of dadderly, daughterly way?
Absolutely not.
Are you sure
that's
you would?
gross.
Would you be able to identify if that was the case?
Yes, that's not the case.
You think you're too old to sit on his lap?
Yes.
You live with your dad. What do you walk around?
The reason
what do you walk around the house wearing when you're amongst your dad's?
No, I don't really wear. These are the only shorts I have.
Oh, they said sweatpants.
With a little hole in the
I
crotch?
thought I'd balance it out. I know
sweatpants.
I know the shorts are kind of like hoochie mama, but the shirt's not.
You know what? Sweatpants are only one string pull away from
No, they say
being right on off, baby.
I did it with my dad.
Well, the big style is for sweatpants for girls your age is to kind of like around the waist. I mean, not around the waist, but the hip.
Yeah.
But the hip, kind of loose, right?
Around the knees.
Well, I don't even see my family that much because
I love that
my
style.
hours are so long at work. So usually I
Oh,
come
long
home.
and hard, baby. Now, let me ask you this. Do you have a boyfriend, or is your daddy the
No.
closest thing
I
to a
just
strong
broke
male
up
figure you have in your life? You just broke up with a guy. Now,
Yeah,
why
that's
did...
why I'm living with them because we had an apartment.
I see. What caused this breakup? Why did you break up with your boyfriend? Obviously, it was somewhat long-term since you lived with him. What?
It was long term.
How long-term was it?
We were going out for a year, but
Yeah, I want to hear about officially, yes. Officially, you're going out for a year?
A year.
And you moved in, like, within the first few months?
no. Basically, his mom kicked him out as I was getting my own place. So it was kind of like,
What a convenient turn of events. So you guys were having sexual intercourse, I hear so much about. You were having sexual intercourse on a regular basis, on a nightly basis, is that fair to say? That's a nodding of the head yes. Would you say you are quite skilled in the sexual arena? Would you say your skills for sex are as good or better than any 20-something that there is right now on the face of the earth? Yes or no, and why?
well, I don't know.
Yes or no, and why? It's not an I don't know. It's either a yes or a no, and why? Your skills are as good. You'll put them up against just about anyone in the 20-something age range, or they're not. I need to improve on this, T-Man. As a matter of fact, if you tell me a couple of pointers, I'd be willing to learn. Which
Sure,
is
I'll
it?
just go with that one. That's the best answer.
Like if they had a skills challenge, like how would you do?
Yes, if there was...
How does the skills challenge
In the Sex
How would that
Olympics,
work?
in the Sexual World Cup, where do you beat...
I wouldn't be in the sexual World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't everybody in their own mind?
The Bunta War, that kind of thing?
Yes. Do you beat the Czech Republic or no?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, I didn't. Yes.
She'd do pretty good, I think.
And how does your boyfriend now go about his life, knowing that he no longer has you in it? Is he struggling? Is he calling you on a regular basis, trying to win you back over? Could he care less?
He wants to be friends.
He wants to be friends, which means that he wants to continue on with the sexual relationship. Is that fair to say or no?
Probably.
When was the last time you had sex? When did you break up with him? How long ago?
Like around a month, I think.
And the last time you had sex was probably
like
within the
right
past
before
week.
that. No. I haven't even seen him.
You haven't even seen him. You break up like that and just need not have a reunion moment over the past month. Why do you keep wiping your lips? What's wrong with your lips?
Oh, I felt like sometimes chapstick clubbers up, and that's what I felt.
The chapstick is clubbering up.
Clubbers?
Yes. It says that on the side of the chapstick. It says in case of clubbering.
Yeah, you got to go to the doctor right away.
She just likes to, play with her lips.
You like playing with your lips? Is that something that gets good response you've noticed over the years? Did you play with your lips and people go crazy? Is that what you're trying to work here? Stop playing with your lips!
No, but then
There's no clubbering. I see no clubbering.
Jeez, clubber free.
You talk about it, and then I feel like I have to.
You were doing it long before I talked about it.
I know.
Stop it.
Sorry.
Now, where are we? The boyfriend, yes. He hasn't been seen of since
No,
your
I mean, like,
breakup.
if I went to the apartment to get my things,
You
I'd
don't
see him,
really
like, in and out.
in and out. Yeah,
Whoa!
Interesting,
Yeah, you've seen
interesting
him.
choice of words. What do you attribute that to? That you're able to make this clean break? 20s.
Because it was kind of a long time coming.
Why, you were fighting for a long time?
Yeah.
You're better off without him? You like being single? Have you gone out with anyone?
No. I mean, my friends are like, let's go to clubs and stuff like that, but...
Have you had any kind of
No.
physicality with any male out there since the breakup?
No.
Lie.
I'm not lying.
Lie. I don't want liars on stage.
I know you don't. I know you
Can't enjoy
don't.
myself.
I know.
Hotshot can't enjoy himself if he has the
You know, I don't
double
even have-
duty
I
of
don't
thinking
even
about
have-
his ex-girlfriend and knowing there's a liar on stage.
Double duty. One more.
No, I seriously work
Bonus,
so
a
long
duty.
that I don't even have time.
What?
It's not like I haven't had guys talk to me or whatever, but I don't have time. I seriously work a lot, so it's not like I'm just meeting new people all the time.
Blah, blah.
I'm not lying.
How did you meet your boyfriend?
Well, we went to... I've
Well-
known him for a long time, and we went to school together. And so...
Where'd you go to school?
Kamiak.
What color do you... What's your natural hair color? I see it's dyed.
It's a little bit lighter than this.
It's a little bit rock and roll. Anyhow.
How?
Stop it!
She probably can't, yeah.
Just asking you to drop trowel. If you don't mind, it's necessary for the...
I just prefer unshaved armpits. It's a dead ringer every time.
Yes, and heaven knows you reek of unshaved armpits. Anyhow, it was nice meeting you. As often has been said now, you are in
So, thank you.
the Summer Jam Deal or No Deal experience.
Congratulations.
You will be holding a briefcase.
Someone going to help me.
Don't speak. Now, any requests as to whether you have a choice of which briefcase you'd like to hold from 1 to 20? 1 would be in the pyramid formation that we're going to make on stage. 1 would be the most prominent briefcase seen by the viewing audience
Do I
at
get
Summer
some
Jam.
type of prize?
20 would be stuck in the corner like the... don't talk. 20 would be like stuck in the... You want a prize for being on stage? The prize...
No,
they
I
get-
mean, you're making it seem like I have to pick a really good briefcase for a certain reason.
There's really... I'm trying to make small talk with you because
I'll take number 3.
Well, you're not going to get your choice. I'm just wondering if you have a choice.
Not really.
Because I'll build a formation that is having strategic reasons as to why I'm putting every girl where they are. Too.
Right, of course.
So if you find yourself at number 20, take it personally.
Okay.
But until then, it was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. Thank you.
Try to shed 2 or 3 pounds before now. Summer.
Wow!
I will.
Okay.
Not me.
And your friend's not really a friend.
And your friend is not really a friend.
Okay. Yes, she is.
I doubt it, but you'll find out in the long run. Anyhow.
My friend looks like my other ex. Can't take it.
Really?
I don't know.
Double X.
Thanks for being here. Bonus X.
Oh, I wish it was triple X.
Whoa!
Thanks for being here.
Story of my life, Double X.
That means that's
up
your
and leave.
cue to get out of the chair and wave goodbye.
Oh, yeah. Practice your waving.
Pasty Dave is going to escort you out, and the reason for that is,
Hold on to the name.
amongst other things, he's going to take your information because you are officially a briefcase girl. That provides you with free Summer Jam tickets, backstage passes, the works.
Wow.
I love the works.
Oh, yeah.
Well on the works.
Yes. Okay. It's going to be good, Terry.
Yeah, she will. Definitely. Looks good.
I feel bad when I look at all these text pages and all these text pagers want to see what this girl looks like. We should be doing more for you. We should be taking pictures of these girls. We should be putting them up on the internet. This is a girl you definitely wanted to see. She was way hot. Trust me, her face was naturally hot, Terry.
Yeah, it was. I agree with you
Even
on
though she
that.
put some work into it with the makeup, she didn't not have any makeup on. She certainly did, but that wasn't what made it hot. You can definitely see that. She is a way hot girl, and she is going to be an added addition on stage during Deal or No Deal. So the best way, and I'm not trying to make this little sales line, because I'm so lazy and we didn't take pictures of her and we didn't put her on the website, if you buy Summer Jam tickets, you'll be able to see her. That's the best I can do.
There you go.
You should sell Saturns. You sold me.
Mm-hmm. Hotshot's calling Ticketmaster right now.
Yes, I am.
Oh, don't you know?
The T-Man.
Oh, sorry, sweetie. You know who's on one of these phone lines right now?
No.
First off, the bachelor called in.
Oh, is that who?
Informing someone who answered the phone. No, that's not who I'm thinking of.
Oh.
The bachelor called in. Who talked to her? You talked to her?
I did, yes.
And you didn't keep her on the line?
I did not.
She informed Hotshot that she wants to come down next week to try out to be a Briefcase girl. However, I feel like I need to speak to her on the phone lines first.
Yeah, wasn't that the
And I
deal?
made it very clear. I'm going to give her the Easy Pass lane. You know, for the Easy Pass lane, Terry, it's more of a toll booth kind of thing, which they don't have here in the Northwest.
Right.
But if she's going to come down before calling, I don't think that's the proper protocol. No. That's not the procedure we're looking for. I want a little moment of reunion here on the phone lines.
Right, that's what you
Call me sentimental, but that's what I need. But also on these phone lines right now, amongst one of them not being the bachelor who hung up immediately after telling Hotshot that she's coming down next week,
Oh, H's?
is the lifeguard, Terry.
Oh, what? Whoa, stop it.
She's in town. She doesn't live here anymore, but she's in town visiting. It's her birthday week, and she's in town, and she said she turned on the radio to listen to us, and she started crying.
Aw, really?
And I'm sure she's amongst a lot of listeners who do the same thing every morning.
Were they happy tears?
I doubt it. And she wants to know if she can come down tomorrow morning.
Wow.
She wants to be included on tomorrow morning's show to some capacity. She wants to come down around 8 o'clock. How do we feel about that? Okay, good. Well, she's voted in.
Wow.
I'm all for... And Lurch is on the phone. It's always Jessica Cruz. Billy the Kid.
Let's have a reunion show.
Lifeguard.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm fabulous now that I hear you guys.
Ah, it's Life Eli!
Woohoo.
Yes.
Now tell me how much you miss me.
Oh, we miss you so much. How are
I
things
feel the
doing
way.
in Arizona? You maximizing the benefits of that sunny state?
Yes, I am totally maximizing the benefits out there.
You have a new man.
Drinking my Pepto-Bismol, too.
No, that's Gold Bond medicated. I don't know. Maybe there was a moment with Pepto-Bismol. I don't know.
Gold Bond. I have plenty of that at home, though.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I don't think when you were here working on the program, you ever got to be in the presence of this guy.
I know. I remember Lifeguard. Lifeguard, what's up? It's your boy John John.
Oh, wow.
It's been a while. How the hell are you, girl?
I'm fabulous.
John didn't really call in when Lifeguard was working here.
Never.
I'm thinking that she doesn't even know who this is, being someone who lives in Arizona now, Terry.
She has no idea.
Mhm.
She's just trying to be pleasant.
Why don't you invite him over? He's a nice guy, Lifeguard.
Take him to the clubs.
Yeah, take him to the club tonight. He's a real cool
That
guy.
is my lick you up and you saved my life, girl.
I would invite you, but, you know, Gay is my best boyfriend, so I gotta hang out with Gay.
Oh, so you're loving it up with the big old fatty that maybe has... Well, speaking of Gay, he's lost about 94 pounds.
Yes, we're familiar with that bit of information.
I'm talking to Lifeguard, not you, T-Man.
Oh,
You just
okay.
need to stand by a minute.
Okay, I'll stand by, yes. When you tell me when I can...
Lifeguard, so have you realized he lost about 94 pounds?
Yes.
Yeah, she's going to hold up his skin tonight at the club.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that be a big heart palpitation if he had to save his life in the pool?
I would save his life in a heartbeat. I'm taking him out to Neighbors to go find him a boy.
Okay, yes. More girls
No
neighbors than anyone.
comment.
All right, Lifey, so you want to come down tomorrow? Is that the deal?
Yes, I want to come down, and I called first and got permission.
Right,
I'd like
yes,
to-
you did. You're going through the proper procedures. And what time should we expect you tomorrow?
I'll be down there at 8 o'clock.
Should we send you on a mission?
Ooh,
And I'll be there
time
at
safe.
8:01 tomorrow morning.
Can I be on a mission? I'd be so excited to do one.
Do me, baby.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, the mission is
All right, John, very good. All right, well, all right, so 9 o'clock. Sounds good.
9 o'clock or
right,
8 o'clock. 10 o'clock, okay.
See you then. Looking forward to it.
I'll see you guys at 8.
All right, 9:30 works. Great.
Just in time for text pages.
You're excited, aren't you?
Well, it's going to be a little awkward after all these years, Terry.
Yeah,
She's just in for the week.
I think so. I mean, she likes to send update emails, and I get those.
Just can't Oh, yeah, I get those stupid. I don't read them.
Oh,
can't just see you the boyfriend of the month club.
Oh, she's got an older guy.
Oh, is that right? Can't just have her come in and start out with missions right off the bat, Terry.
Yeah, that's true.
We'd have to break her back in.
Oh, yeah.
How do you do that?
Right now we got white girl on the couch.
Oh,
in the chair.
White girl in the chair is a little, could be a little jealous.
Yeah, she's a little nervous, probably.
You a little nervous?
Not at all.
No.
Wally Pitt.
Not at all.
You're gonna lose your job. You don't really have.
Yeah, we'll show you how lifeguard used to do it so you can see how it properly gets done.
Back on the couch tomorrow.
I'm sure you're loving it. Anyhow, we'll have them fight to the death.
Oh, there you go. You finally got it.
That'd be quite the tussle.
It'd be great if she brought spackle with her.
I'll just have her haven't had sex over that.
9:37 and 44 seconds. Constance should be a briefcase girl. Signed, one of Constance's friends this week.
This week.
Well, it doesn't say that, but I'm assuming, Terry, yes. T-Man, you little bitch, you hang up on me again, I will hack your MySpace. Who did I hang up on the air this morning? Anyone?
I don't know.
Can MySpace just be hacked into? Like I see this dude's picture superimposed on my wife's body or something?
I don't know.
He'd be hot.
Yeah. I want to buy a Saturn today. Where does she work? I'll only buy one from her. Signed, Jason. Oh, yes. The WGBOTC, white girl bent over on my couch. Where's the couch? Okay, never mind. I need your help. T-Man, I need your help. I'm going to Vegas for the first time. I don't know where to stay. My friends have suggested the Luxor. What do you think? Well, honestly, if all the other hotels were imploded and Luxor was there, I would stay there, yes.
The Wynn.
Well, I mean, everyone has a budgetary. Not going to tell this guy where to stay. The Wynn could be a little costly. The Wynn is the newest property on the Strip of Vegas. But when it comes to finances, I'm not going to say it's for everyone now, but it actually may not even be worth it. I don't know. I stayed there, and I was questioning it myself. But I'm going in a couple of weeks, and I'm staying somewhere else. At the Luxor.
Yeah. Yes. The Inclinator, though, you got to try that out, right?
Now that they got the Blue Man Group the hell out of there, I'm totally good with it.
Where are you going to be staying when you're down there?
Oh, jeez. I'm staying at my...
Usual?
My favorite place. That's the old school place.
Tropicana.
Right.
We're coming down.
The Dunes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm staying at the Bellagio, I guess.
Oh, it's old school.
There's some changes. Well, it's old school. It was built in 97. That's pretty old.
Yeah, that is
Anyhow.
I'm that old already.
Excalibur.
Time to get rid of it.
It's 10 years old. It's run down. Time for a facelift.
Yeah, on a pile.
Yes. You should be able to relate to some degree, Stephen, no?
I do, actually.
Oh, okay, good.
I hear you.
The T-Man.